Here we go. 9:38, just as planned. And I'm noticing here there's a set intro button. Would have been good to know. Ted, where were you on that one? So we got Frogman Dan, Will Jackson. Are Italians always late? Guilty as charged. Agent Paco's here. John, how you doing? Philo Cards will be on the show later. Ted's Basement. H-Cho. 3 minutes late, he said 5 minutes ago. 58 people are here for the opener. So we have a big giveaway today. We are celebrating a momentous occasion with let me pull it up here. We have just hit a major milestone for Sorcery's largest Facebook group, the Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group. At 6,000 members, we hit it just in time before the new year. So I think we're at, well, let's have a look here. 6,000 even. It rounds down or up based on proximity to the nearest. 6,029. So we blasted through the 6,000 barrier, and we said once we do so, we're gonna have a big giveaway event. We have an alpha box that I'll be opening. We will have. I got binders. I got playmats. I have an original painting. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, we're going to open the show with artist Dustin Brossard. How you doing, man? Let me pull down the website.
How are you doing?
Great. So while we're talking here, Dustin, I'm going to pull up the images you sent me for a little bit. But we wanted to... So as we're talking about here, we've had massive growth in Sorcery and the Sorcery community. We're at 6,000 people. The Discord, the official Discord's growing. All of the private Discords, and a lot of people are coming in. It's kind of funny. They see altars, mostly altars. The artist proofs are kind of obvious because they usually have the white border. But with altars, I got to say, like dozens of times over the course of this past year, people think they're proxy cards, they're printed, they're alternate art, sometimes even AI art. They can't even believe how great they are. So. And this is where you come in. This is your background. This was kind of like your breakthrough year. You really ingratiated yourself with the Sorcery community after Sorcery Con in Las Vegas about a year and a half ago at this point, or a little over a year ago. And now you're back, and a lot of people are discovering you for the first time. So do you want to introduce kind of your background in art?
Yeah. I mean, I've been an artist my whole life, but I, really doing art on a professional level, probably somewhere around 2014, if I had to guess. And I started with, way before Sorcery was a thing, but, I started with Magic the Gathering cards and just altering on top of the cards. And that was what really got me, kind of propelled me into the whole world of altars. When I first heard someone ask for a painting on top of a card, I thought they were kind of crazy. But it really turned into something amazing. And the altar community with Magic the Gathering is huge, and the altering community in Sorcery is I would say is just as big in such a small amount of time, because Sorcery really focuses on handmade art, and altering is a huge part of that, and it just goes hand in hand, where obviously Magic's been around for a lot longer, but the altering scene isn't really that old. And Sorcery, it just kind of, it started right with the release of Sorcery. I mean, people started doing altars on them right away.
Yeah.
So, my background is, I mostly paint in acrylics, and which work really well for altering. Acrylics is a pretty tough paint, so it doesn't scratch off very easy.
Mm-hmm.
I started altering, and I think you had auctioned off my very first, Sorcery altar. I don't think I did any, and was, kind of throwing them out there. I think right away, when we got together, and it's been great ever since. So,
were you actively still doing Magic altars before we connected, or did you kind of take a break?
I'll say maybe not active.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still doing them. I'm still painting. I just have, I've got like 4 full-time jobs if I really break it down. I do so many things. And so the altering has kind of, in the last, maybe the last 2 years kind of taken a little bit more of a back burner, but I'm ready to get back to it. And I miss it. I really miss the community is a huge part of it. And when you stop feeling like you're part of a community, then a little bit of that, the enthusiasm goes away. And so then you find sorcery, and the community is incredible. It just reignited all of that. And I've been going pretty crazy with it ever since. As much as I'm able to, I'm painting on cards. So
awesome.
Yeah, it's every bit of my spare time is spent doing some sort of art.
Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to show some of your artwork here. So I'm going to pull up the screen. I got that ready here. You talked about how you did Magic for several years, and one of your biggest piece, I mean, the most iconic cards in Magic are the Power 9. So I always find it interesting that there's people out there that have the balls, frankly, to like actually ask for their Power 9 to be painted. But so do you often get cards that are in like really rough condition that people want painted?
Most of the time, most of the time that they are in pretty rough shape. I've done some of them where, and the Power 9 are pretty unique in that a lot of people want to see the remainder. They want to see that, the mox in the middle. You can paint everything else around it, but a lot of times they want to see that mox. And sorcery, I think, is a bit different. Is they kind of want to see a whole new imagining. But yeah, there's a couple of them that I've done where you can see the wear and kind of the roughness of the card through the text box and through the mox part of the image that I leave intact. But I have had people send me very nice cards, and it's always a little bit of a like hesitation to put some paint on it, but it
yeah, so you've done several of the moxes that we're showing on the screen here, so just kind of wanted to show a few examples. Hopefully that's coming around across pretty well. I'll just kind of weave through a few, and then so the Mox Jet, the Pearl.
Yeah, these were all done in a Game of Thrones theme. These represent the Game of Thrones houses.
Cool. Yep. I love the framing.
Yep. Oh yeah, these are Amonkhet themed. They all have the horns of Bolus in the background.
Yes. Yep. Okay. So now we're getting into sorcery, because similar to sorcery, very early on in sorcery, people kind of coined the Alchemy 9 because there was the 4 mix cards, the 4 cores that Melissa Benson had done. Elvira Shekharova did the mixes, who's also a very well-known altars artist, coincidentally, or was before sorcery. And then the Philosopher's Stone is kind of the pinnacle card. You actually did one of those as well. So here's the beautiful set you did. We auctioned these, maybe like a year ago. You did all 4 cores.
I think
we did them one at a time. And it's amazing set. What was kind of like the theme or the concept behind this series here?
Well, it was a complete reimagining, whereas the Moxes have their own image. I wanted to make, I wanted them to stand on their own merit, and so they're supposed to be legendary jewels. And so I put them each in like some sort of a castle setting or chapel setting, something where they would be revered and and honored and appreciated, and then just made them the focal point. So imagine them as somebody had the gems and created the holder for the gems, the ornate thing that they're sitting in, and they're just on display. So that was kind of my reasoning, is to kind of put them, in the forefront, as like special, some sort of crazy ancient relics that that show how important they are.
Cool. Yeah, and people are raving about it in the chat. I mean, they were super popular. I know they did very well at auction, as I recall. Just really iconic cards, and I do love that aspect. You touched on it beautifully, like how it's wholly reimagined in sorcery. All the artists are doing that. They're not tweaking elements or leaving any of the elements of the original artist, which is really cool because it allows you to just start from a clean slate of paper, go off of the title, the flavor text, the type line text, whatever, the game mechanic. You have a lot of gaming experience as well in your past, so you really bring a lot of awesome storytelling, and your technical skill is really top notch.
Thank you. They
Yeah.
do take quite a long time to paint. Each of these took, if I had to guess, somewhere around 20 hours. So there's like 80 hours of painting in that in that set there.
Wow. Amazing. That's incredible. Yeah, that's an important point too, because people see, I typically auction like a new altar or artist proof every day of the week, most of the time. Sometimes it's 48 hours, things like that. So
Yeah.
it's easy to take for granted. Like people think you artists just kind of whip these out in an hour or two, but this is
Oh,
like really
yeah.
extraordinary detail, So that's why they're so
Yeah.
valuable, because your time is valuable, and you've kind of invested years, if not decades of your life to get to this level of skill.
Right. It's kind of funny. I think just my base coating, from application of paint to drying time, I mean, that's an hour by itself.
Yeah. Wow.
Just getting the base coat to be nice and smooth so you don't have any thick globs of paint, and you don't see any of the original art, shining through the paint. It's got to be a nice opaque layer. So, just painting a gray, couple base coats on the thing can take an hour if you're waiting for the paint to dry. It
Yeah.
takes quite a while. Each card generally takes me a week or two, but it's several hours a day for that whole week.
Yeah.
Um,
Interesting.
and I'm not alone in that. And a lot of people that alter, they're doing 10, 15, 20 hours to paint something, on a card, and it's a labor of love for sure.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so speaking of the altar scene more broadly, Ed Beard Jr. is one of the great artists in Sorcery,
Mhm.
Legacy Magic, and very successful career outside of both realms. And he decided, it's really awesome to me, like when a published artist in these massive games like Magic, now like Sorcery, with such a strong art enthusiast scene, is also still very supportive of other artists. Some
Right.
people think like maybe artists compete with each other. They're going off of it, they're going for the same audience, the same market, buying their stuff. But Ed decided to, he's really done a lot of teaching and mentoring over his career, and that's something he's passionate about. And he decided to do a altar contest, which you and I think, what was it, like a dozen maybe total altarists,
Yeah, it was a
roughly?
pretty good turnout.
Yeah, I think it was about a dozen or so submitted something, and they were all like really interesting. My personal take on it was there were some that were like very imaginative and interesting, different, something you wouldn't expect from the card, and I know that was weighted very highly in the contest.
Yeah.
And then there was others that had like really excellent technical skill, and the way Ed like asked his team, they asked them to consider various factors, but kind of like the story or kind of the reimagination of it was maybe weighted a little more highly. But when I saw yours, I was immediately super impressed with the technical quality of it. I'm gonna pull it up here. So you did and I'm gonna butcher the name of this, the Vaten Draconis.
Yep.
So what made you select this one for starters, and then tell me a little bit about the concept?
So I just thought it was I chose it because it was, in my opinion, one of the more difficult ones to reimagine. Um, it's an underwater dragon,
Mhm.
sitting in some ancient ruins. There wasn't a lot of there's not a lot of leeway in that concept. One, it's got to be underwater, it's got to be a dragon, so you're already limited. And I just thought I liked the challenge, and instead of going straight dragon, I based it off of a lionfish, which I think are some of the coolest looking, even though they're invasive, but they're some of the coolest looking fishes out there.
Yeah.
And so I went with that kind of idea. I did put them underground or underwater in the ruins, and it's kind of hard to see at the bottom, but the its idea is that I think that you submerge any relics that are as far as its ability, you submerge any relics that are there. And so
Yep.
I put a bunch of little relics at the bottom of the card, and I, for some reason, had the crazy notion to paint around all of that text.
Yeah. Amazing.
Instead of leaving that text box there, I decided, hey, wouldn't it be fun to paint around all that? And
Yep.
spoiler alert, it was not fun. But
Well, I loved it. Like, and it's so flavorful because the card literally says submerge, and you managed to find a way
yeah,
to submerge the text box and retain the lettering. And we actually, so Ed Beard Jr. is in the chat commenting on this, gushing over your work. Let me pull it up. He says, astounding. He, just as you were just saying, he even painted in between the lettering. I personally was not involved in the voting, as I left that up to the panel of 13, which chose Pietro's Cairo. So Pietro De Stero is another sorcery altarist. He ended up winning the contest overall,
His was
which he agreed
phenomenal.
with for both, in terms of reimagining it. And then he goes on to say, native and technical control of a medium, but in my opinion, Dustin's entry was right up there with mastery of medium, detail, and execution of realistic environment. If we had a second place, which we did not, he's probably still going. I don't have the next line yet, but he's praising the technical skill, just like we were saying, the technical detail, execution, realistic environment, mastery of medium. I mean, that's your hallmark, man. I mean, you really stand out as extremely professional and skilled at this. It's really remarkable.
Thank you. Yeah, I think I may have focused more on the technical aspects, which I enjoy. I enjoy the technical stuff. And it was a piece that I wanted to challenge myself with, and that's I'm happy with it. I love it. I think it's I think it's an awesome card, and I achieved my goal that I set out to do, which was to turn a lionfish into a dragon. So I'm pretty happy with the thing, and I will be sending it out to you. I have it packed up and ready to go, so I'll be sending it out to you so you can put it for auction soon once it arrives. I kind of wanted to avoid the Christmas, hectic stuff with the post office, so I'll be sending that out probably tomorrow for you. And then we'll see if anybody wants it.
Yeah, hope so. Yeah, so that'll be coming to auction, guys. You heard it probably within the next couple weeks or so. Sorcery Community Group and Collector Art House Discord. So I also want to make a couple announcements today. So we were talking about, you were at, let me see, what order should we do this? We talked a bit about how you were at Sorcery Con, and let me see. So two things we got to cover. Let's start with Sorcery Con, what's going on with that. So let me pull this down for a moment. At Sorcery Con, let me pull down his thing here. So at Sorcery Con Las Vegas, which was in 2024, we're now in 2026, but it was roughly a year ago, because I think it was in November, right? I mean, I can't even remember.
It was over Halloween weekend.
Okay, yeah. It was like Halloween weekend into like late October, early November. And you had done like an original painting as the top prize support. And actually, you know what? I'm going to go dig that up really quick.
I have a print of it if you want me to.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and show it. And I'll pull it up just in case it comes across better on the screen. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, that actually looks great. Let me do a split screen. Okay. Yeah, so incredible painting. And of course, this was like right after Arthurian Legends came out. So the concept was the wizard, it was really the sorcerer or the wizard striving for the Holy Grail in competitive play. I mean, it wasn't a super competitive scene. That's the way sorcery is. There's competitive players, but it's also like a friendly kitchen table type game. But we wanted to make like a really iconic looking top prize, and you graciously decided to do an original painting, which someone won as top prize in that tournament event. Super cool. And now you're coming back again for Sorcery Con 2026, which amazingly is like 6 or 7 weeks away. I can't even believe it. It's next month.
It's coming up way too fast.
It's surreal. And I know you got work to do. All the artists are doing alters or artist proofs or bringing prints and things like that. What are you going to bring this year? What do you have in mind?
So I'll be having as many originals as I can bring. I got quite a few on deck already that I'll be bringing. And all various sizes. I'm also playing around with some smaller originals for people that don't want to buy some huge framed work of art, or maybe just don't have the budget for something giant. I'm working on some smaller things, so you could still have, bigger than an altar, smaller than a big wall hanger, just something a little bit in between. So I think art should be accessible for everybody. So smaller canvases, a little bit more affordable. Maybe people, maybe that'll be a thing. So I'm gonna play around with that. I'll have prints, of course, prints of everything, but I'll be bringing quite a few originals. And I'm trying to get maybe a small handful of altars ready for sale, because I just got some Gothic cards. I'm going to try to paint them up in time, but like I said, when you're going 10-20 hours on a card and we only have a couple weeks left,
that's unreal.
It kind of
and you sold a lot of originals last year, right? How many did you sell at Sorcery Con Vegas? I always forget the number.
I brought 16 and I sold 14.
Oh my God, that's unreal, man. No one
I
buys like I can't think. I know like Magic's huge, but there's aside from Magic, there's no other game where someone's showing up and buying that many originals. And from an Alterist, this isn't published work. It says a lot
right.
about how people feel about your original work, independent of the game, which is incredible.
It was pretty humbling. You know, I didn't expect to have the kind of support that I got, and from the artists as well. You know, a lot of these people were heroes of mine. You know, I grew up playing with their cards, you know,
Yeah.
and seeing their art. I even you know, talked to Jeff Menges. You know, I had a picture I drew when I was 8 years old of one of his cards, and I
Oh my
brought it
God.
with, and I was like, I got to show you.
Wow.
And you know, he thought that
Amazing.
was really fun.
Yeah.
Um,
What a story.
but you know, that art, early Magic, which, you know, we see that that same kind of quote unquote magic in Sorcery. You know, that same hand painted, hand drawn art. There's just something about it, and you know, that same stuff was inspiring me when I was a kid, and now I'm
Yeah.
sitting with my heroes, you know, at a convention doing the same kind of stuff. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
Beautiful thing, man. Love it. I pinch myself all the time too. Like I got into all this by just wanting to interview the artists because I
yeah,
idolized these artists too as a kid, and now like I'm talking to them, inviting them to come to Sorcery Con. It's like unreal. We get to hang out with them and like
right.
admire their work every day. It's incredible. That's what it's all about. So you're coming back this year, and what I want to
Yes.
announce, we're not going to show it today, but last year or last Sorcery Con, you were the only altarist there. The rest were all Sorcery commissioned artists. This
Yep.
year we have yourself coming back and Andrina Jardim, who is kind of also like I think the both of you and Vivian probably sold the most altars I would say this year through auctions
I
and
think
things. Or
so.
just like you're very much in the center of the public awareness. Pietro De Cero as well. So we also have Andrina Jardim coming back, who also had a huge year, and people are really loving her work. And you guys, well, why don't you say like what you guys are collaborating on? As because I haven't announced any of the prize support yet for
Oh,
Sorcery.
all right.
This is one of the elements. You could say what it is. We're not going to show it today because I
Sure.
know it's still in work. Right?
Yep.
Once it's done, we'll actually reveal it. But let's get people excited about the concept.
So both me and her are working on a double painting. I'm doing one half of the painting and she is doing the other half. And going with the Gothic theme, we settled on kind of a battle between light and dark, good and evil, angel versus demon. And it's a pretty cool idea. She's got the angel half of it, and I've got the demon half of it, and they're going to be, you know, clashing in the middle. It's going to be this really cool, you know, contrast of paintings. So we're super excited to put this together. We did a lot of brainstorming back and forth, kind of, you know, sending sketches to each other, figuring out how they're going to look next to each other and connect. And I'm really excited for how this is going to turn out. So this is the first
Yeah.
time that there's going to be this double painting as the prize support.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it because we had this idea before the Gothic set came out, and so
Mhm.
like we were like we're gonna raise the stakes this year. We're gonna have a dual painting, joint concept, two artists
Yeah.
collaborating on like a unified piece done independently, but like a conjoined concept. And then lo and behold, when Gothic came out, we found out that Elvira Palikowska and Tony Sudlow had a similar type thing. It's similar but different because Elvira did the sketch and then Tony painted
Right.
it. This one,
Yep.
you guys have two independent paintings that are a joint concept. So it's kind of like beautiful timing where we just got that in Gothic. And now for the prize support, we have two of the greatest altars in the world, in my opinion, collaborating to make this prize support for these players. You know, I get jealous because it's the players that are competing. I'm not going to compete. I'm helping organize and be hanging out, but
Yeah.
I have no chance of winning this thing. But hopefully, I think it will be very special for the winner because almost every player I talk to also adores the artwork of the game and the altarist and the whole scene, and they like to play with these altered cards. So I'm really excited about that. And once it's done, we'll reveal it ahead of the event to get people really excited. But I at least wanted to get people like excited about the idea of it. And I really appreciate you guys doing that too. It's like really generous of you and really exciting. Hopefully get people excited to come out.
I'm excited for the concept to come together and to actually, you know, because I'm not going to be able to see it, the other half of it in person until we get there. So it's going to be really interesting to see, how it actually comes together in person. I'm really excited for that part of it.
And the winner is going to win both paintings because it's a unified joint piece. So you're going to win 2 paintings this year. And then the last thing we need to cover. So I don't know if in your bio, like you didn't talk about it as much, but you're also like a world-class tattoo artist. You've always been passionate about art, about doing your original paintings, your altars, and you've really aspired to be commissioned for a game, right? So you haven't been. I know, like Eric was. We're hopeful that Eric commissions all these altarists. He commissioned Atlas Thorn this past year. That was really exciting. He's another altarist that's really come up. I should have mentioned before, another really breakthrough artist. We're hopeful he'll commission you and Andrina and Vivian and Pietro at some point. And you talked to him at Sorcery Con last year. We'll see you again this year and get to see your work in person. But there's another game that's coming up, and you have been commissioned for this game. It's early stages. It might be probably a couple years out until it releases. But why don't you? And we're gracious to the creator of this game that someone has been around the Sorcery team. People know him as Josh Dog. So if I say that, people might know right away. But why don't you tell them what game you've been commissioned for, and then we'll do a reveal of your first piece for that.
So the game is called Legend. So it's Legend CCG, and it's a very it's very similar to the feel of Sorcery, where it's all hand done art. It's beautiful art. It focuses on storytelling. So which is what I really like. A lot of the cards and the characters they leave a lot of room for storytelling and interpretation, which I think is really cool. So it's not as far as what's been explained to me, it's not a game that has a lot of built-in lore. It's there's good and there's evil. There's that kind of thing, but there's not like this character's from this place and he's enemies with this guy. You get to put that together on your own, which I think is that's important is in a game. You don't want to be railroaded too much into saying, okay, this is how this character must be played, or this is how this deck must be built. You need a little bit of that freedom. And so very high fantasy, that kind of thing, which of course we all love. And so the first card that I was commissioned to do is which I'm super excited about, because it's a very similar card to the ones that you just showed. You showed some of the moxes that I've painted and some of the cores. A big focus on jewelry, magical jewelry, magical gems. And so coincidentally, the first card that I was commissioned to paint for this game, which I believe is going to be up for crowdfunding in 2028, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's his target. It's coming out on Tabletop Simulator soon for playtesting. So
awesome.
That'll be an exciting milestone as well.
Excited for that. So so I was commissioned to do an emerald charm, or an emerald gem, which I do have here. So this is the first card that I was commissioned to paint. So this is the original.
Damn, wow. That was great, man.
The concept is that it's on a pile of gold, of treasure, but it is outshining all the treasure around it. It's the only one that's sparkling and really catching all the light. All the gold seems dull in comparison to to this actual magical gem, magical jewel.
Incredible.
So this is the original, my first original for a game that will be published. I'm really excited about that.
Congrats, man. It's a long time coming and long overdue. I mean, it's amazing. I'm so happy for you getting the opportunity to do this.
I'm really stoked. I did a couple other paintings for it as well, so I'm excited for those. It's I put a lot of heart and soul into that, and I actually I wanted it to be as realistic and as possible. I found a box and I gathered hundreds and hundreds of coins just from change, and I positioned them everywhere where I wanted them, and I took little fake jewels and I put them all, and I made this whole vignette so I could have an accurate, I basically created a still life. So I could paint it as accurately as possible with all the shadows in the right place, and I lit it with candlelight so I could see how the shadows would play on it. I put a lot of put a lot of effort into trying to make it look as medieval and magical as possible.
It shows. It looks incredible. The chat's absolutely loving it. So Legend CCG is the game. This is mostly about sorcery today, but since you were coming on, I wanted to give you the spotlight to your breakthrough moment, man. Your first game. Hopefully it happens in sorcery, but Legend CCG, there's a community group for it on Facebook, and there's a Discord, official Discord for it. It's very early stages, like you say, 2 years away or so, but it's going to be out for playtest soon. And I think we also announced that Andrina did a painting for it too. So both of the Legend CCG artists are coming out as well, and Sorcery Alter is. So you guys could talk about it at Sorcery Con too. That'd be great.
Absolutely.
To connect with fans or bring prints or whatever you want to do. But yeah, people love it. It's an amazing piece because it's so perfect, like you say. The way you stage it was perfect because you did the altars. That's why we went through. We talked about this before. We're going to show the Moxes from Magic, the Alchemy 9 with the cores you did, and you did a Philosopher's Stone. Which also had kind of like a gem element for the stone. And now you get that gem card, which is perfect for you as your first piece for Legend. And you got some other awesome ones coming up that people get to enjoy in the future. So congrats.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Cool, man. Is there anything we didn't cover before let you drop off? And
I don't think we forgot anything. So.
All right. Sorcery Con's coming up quick, so I know you got a lot of work to do. Don't get too stressed out. I know you got a bunch of paintings ready. If you get the altars done, great. But you'll have enough to show. I think people will be excited. Bring some prints too, because I forget if you had them. Even did you have prints last year? I forget.
I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, to your point about different price points, I mean that's the beauty of art. You can collect the prints are amazing. You could display those. They look awesome. If people have like the highest end means, they get the original paintings, and then kind of altars and artist proofs and things are somewhere in between. So that's cool. You're bringing a variety so everyone can enjoy your art in different ways. So cool. Well, thanks again for the prize for Sorcery Con. Can't wait to reveal that. And thanks again for coming on the show, man.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right. Take care, buddy.
All right,
I'll see you. All right. That was awesome, guys. Dustin Brossard. He is in Legend CCG. He's not in Sorcery yet. We got to work on Eric. If you want him in Sorcery, everyone DM Eric right now. He doesn't have time for DMs, trust me. But you can hit him up at Sorcery Con. Just whisper in his ear. When's Dustin coming? When's Dustin coming? Just a little peer pressure goes a long way. But he had some amazing pieces last year. You guys are going to get to see. It sounds like a bunch of originals, just like he had on display last year. I'm not sure what Andrina's bringing just yet. Maybe we'll try to get her on the show before Sorcery Con. I didn't have her on tonight because she is out in Europe, so different time zone. It'd be difficult for her to come on this time of night. All right, so we got a lot to cover today. I just wanted to see. Let me make sure the overhead cam is gonna work later, because one thing I was concerned about is here. Let me move my phone. Yeah, I was trying to get the camera set up, and I was looking in the chat, and let me see. Does the camera work? Let me just try that. Here, overhead cam. Yeah, I was looking in the chat, and I didn't see Lewis. Lewis is another guy that did the bugs thing, and I've been looking for him everywhere, and I thought he might show up for the show, but no Lewis today. So, all right, well, we'll just go to the next segment then instead. All right, here he is. Let me pull down that camera then. If you guys see Lewis, get the word out. Let him know to show up next time. All right, guys. It's Philo Cards.
What's going on? Thanks for having me, Mike. How you doing?
Should we go full half screens, or we go these little? Let's go short screens so we get a little background action. What do you got going on in the back there? I see some magic. I see some sorcery.
That's the revised box from our revised break, which was kind of fun. We got some magic, Final Fantasy, some old large cards, shard bugs. We have
shard bugs. We're just talking about Lewis.
We've got this is kind of neat. Let me see if I can show you guys. It's a PCG Perfect 10, and it's a serialized 412 Socrates. So I'm from Pittsburgh, if it's a 412. So I was like, you got to have that.
What is that from a game? What is that? Is that from a game? Is that from
Magic?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm out of touch with Magic.
We got the Lord of the Rings, of course.
Okay.
And just some fun stuff like Doomsday Prophet Alpha. You got to have the Doomsday Prophet. So, and the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail's back there somewhere.
Okay.
Indiana Jones Holy Grail.
From the from Arthurian Legends you're talking about?
No, from Indiana Jones.
Oh, yeah, the actual Grail.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
hidden amongst all the chalices, so you must choose with the one
nice.
with the Carpenter's Cup.
Do you own the Arthurian Legends Holy Grail?
I do. There was a time I had 2 of them.
Yeah. I knew you were gunning for those. Let me.
I traded one for an Alpha Wind Blast and a Arthurian Legends Wizard's Den. So I thought that was kind of a pretty good trade because I didn't have the Wind Blast Alpha Curio yet.
Gotcha.
So what's going on, guys? Yeah, I got some paintings there. All the paintings are over there with the Curios.
Yeah. So what do you got now? You got the Sir Bors? Is that right?
Got Sir Bors. Yes. We've got Reckless Squire, the Curio version of Reckless. Well, it's a Curio. Unladen Swallow Curio. We've got the Dosemary Pool Marta Curio altar, or not the altar. It's like the alt art of the night scene, which is kind of neat. And then the pirate ship. Remember, it's that pirate ship, Pompeii.
Yeah.
It's not the original pirate ship. He did a replica of the pirate ship.
Right.
Yeah. So that one too.
A few years back, right? Now, ended up auctioning that.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So I got that one too.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, congratulations too on the 6,000. That's a big deal.
Yeah. Thanks. We got 6,000 community group. I mentioned it's the largest group. There's also people might not know. I have a Facebook Marketplace group that's almost around 5,000. And that's what we're here to talk about today. The innovation and the new opportunities that are coming or have come as of right now. Or
it's like
marketplace, buy, sell, trade, transaction. So there's been historically a Discord marketplace. There's several Facebook marketplaces, but as Sorcery is at this juncture where it's really taken off, we've talked about, obviously the metrics, the Sorcery community group hit the 6K milestone in year. It's been around, coming up on the 4-year anniversary in February. And then it's just hit this inflection point through Dragon Lord mini set, which was a huge success. The SCG cons and now Gothic, I think, were the 3 catalysts where we went boom, 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 big marketing push into those releases. They were very well received after Arthurian Legends, and we've seen tremendous growth in player base, also collectors, and everyone needs to buy, sell, and trade cards, art, everything, accessories, playmats and things.
Yeah.
So we have, let me show an image here. Put it up on the stage. The Trusted Games Marketplace. And coincidentally, this logo was done by our very own Dustin Brossard.
Which is, it's a beautiful logo.
Last night, in fact, he got it done just in time for the launch of the Trusted Games Marketplace, TGM. So why don't you introduce the concept and what this marketplace is all about and where it's going to exist?
Yeah. So I guess, the best place to start with this is to say, just as you mentioned, with Sorcery growing, there's different aspects of the community. And I think, in Sorcery, everybody, feels that they're sometimes a part of one or another, but you have the player base, the collector base, the investor base, the scalper base, and then you don't have the one that nobody really wants at all is the scammer base. And when you have a growth across the board, you're going to have growth in all of those, and you'll have more scammers, you'll have more scalpers. And if you look at something like Pokemon or Magic, and you look at, we'll say, community-based marketplaces that are on Discord, often there's a lot of issues with those marketplaces where, there's poor governance. It's just scammers are rampant, and it's just really shady to do business on them. So now we're at an inflection point with Sorcery where, it's starting to really take off. And we don't have a lot of counterfeit cards floating around. We don't have a ton of scammers at the moment. There are some scammers increasing day by day. And, I'll get DMs all the time saying, hey, there's more and more scammers out there now. And there are. Mike, you had one in your cell just the other day. He tried selling an alpha box for $550 or something, trying to get people to bid on them. And, what we're really doing here, me and Mike got together on this one, and we said, look, there should be a platform to sell that is free of percentage-based fees on every sale, and somewhere that can also leverage your other business platforms all in one place, and that we do verifications, and that, you know, we try our best to cut down on all the risks of those scammers, alts, bots, all of those other types of things, which can really ruin a community-based platform. So we looked at it and said, yeah, this is something that might make a lot of sense, right? Because we got some moderators together. We have Ghost, also, and Cuts Cards. And, you know, one important aspect is, I'd say the 5 of us at the moment are very, 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 very connected into the market, right? Yep. So like, Mike, you're integrated into the Facebook market. You know the market on the art side, the AP side. I mean, in many regards, you're the largest seller in the market due to all of the art and we'll call other items outside of the stuff you get from booster packs, right? You got all of that, sample cards, AP art, everything. Right. And then you have, you know, someone like Ghost, who's helping to moderate, who is a beast when it comes to understanding the actual market, the players. I mean, you know, somebody like Ghost knows everyone in the whole marketplace because he's constantly on buying and selling. And he's just a really, we'll just say, a very large presence. And it's really important to have folks on the moderation team that are really focused on moderating the actual transaction and not necessarily moderating community discussion, right? Because we wanted to focus on, Mike, we wanted to focus and say, this is a place where we do business. This isn't a place where we're going on and, you know, chit-chatting, right? People can do that in their own communities they're already involved in. We're not looking to build another community. We're looking to bring all the communities together to transact in one place with free of all that nonsense. So
well,
yeah,
so
what are your thoughts?
Point, like when you approached me with it, I said, one thing, if I'm going to be involved in this thing, is I want no chat room at all. This isn't this is a marketplace. It's a place to buy, sell, trade, and that's it, right? There's nothing to discuss. If people need clarification on the listing, they ask right there in the thread where you place your bid, or they can message the seller, whatever. They get the clarification they need, right? But not just in Sorcery, but in like every game I've ever been around or been a part of, any marketplace for a game, there's always a chat room, and that's where the toxicity comes in. Like, I've been in marketplaces where, you know, like whenever you have some kind of platform and you do a thing and you have a broad audience, you have haters, you know, people judge you, they slander you, they try to defame you. This has happened to me. I've gone into Discords on Facebook, different places, right? And people will accuse me of shill bidding and all this like absurd nonsense, right? Which is ridiculous, because I facilitate sale for the artists, right? With a commission-based approach, right? So if I shill bid and raise the price, I would owe the artist more money. And even worse, if it didn't sell, what would that mean? It's stupid. And like, why would I risk my reputation doing that? So we have people like publicly making claims like that, which is not only a criminal offense, but it's just completely unprofessional and petty. And that's where the toxicity comes in, is my point, right? So I said, we don't even need a chat room. It's not a social club, like you said in your video the other day. It's not like, there's many Discords where we can socialize. In the Sorcery community group, we can post, we can talk about the game, we could talk about anything we want in there, right? You go in Discord, in the official Discord, your Discord, Philosopher Cards, Collector Art House, talk about whatever you want. In a marketplace, you're there to buy, sell, trade, and that's it. So that's what it's going to be. And also, we are going to limit or remove emojis, right? Because another problem I've had is I go into the group, I find haters, I find people that dislike me for whatever reason. And even if I just like, I could respond to a post and like offer like a resource or answer a question, and I'll get a clown emoji, or I'll get a laughing face, right? Like, why? That's pure toxicity. In a marketplace, you don't need any of that. You need a list price. You know, the thing is, I was thinking of this analogy. I go to a grocery store, I want to buy, you know, like a pound of turkey. If they want to charge $18 a pound, I might think that's outrageous and walk away, right? I don't get, and let's say I want to buy it, I don't get laughed at by the guy next to me at the counter. And certainly
by TCG player
running anything or anything. I don't need people's other reactions. If I like the price, I buy it. If I don't like the price, I move on, right? Or I try to negotiate, and that's it. It's just business, right? It's not a social matter, and we don't need to gaslight each other. We don't need to police each other. It's just straight professional, two mature adults deciding if they want to make a transaction or not. That's what it's all about in my mind.
Think of it this way. If you're on any sale platform for trading, look at TCG Player. There's no place to have a chat room on TCG Player. You can't comment emojis on somebody's listed card on TCG Player. Because if there was value there, and this is what everybody needs to understand, if there was value in that activity, they would be doing it because that's their business. So the fact that those guys don't do it says there's no value there. That's what it really shows.
Good point.
Yeah.
So the other thing is we decided to make this a subscription-based model or a paid member model for sellers because, and I think this is like actually a value proposition because it shows sellers are invested in the platform, right? And it's a nominal fee. It's like a few bucks a month. It's going to be annual, but it comes down to like a few bucks a month. And so it's really cheap to get in. You make that back on like one transaction, right? But it shows commitment from the seller that they are invested in the marketplace. They're genuine about selling. They're not there to scam people. They're not going to buy into a system that they want to manipulate, right? So there's intrinsic value in there. And also like our staff. So you and I are going to own or manage the group overall. And then we have a mod team, as you mentioned, that's going to be paid staff and support. Because I feel like when you have volunteer mods, you get volunteer results, right? People just aren't invested. They're not committed. If they're paid to do their work, they're going to do it because they want to continue to do it. They're going to be incentivized to do it and do it well.
And not only that,
right?
You get good applicants for the role because if you're paying the people, now you're getting people that are actually really qualified for it. And Mike, let's talk for a minute too about the paid base because it does two things. And, you know, we talked about the security and trying to cut down on scammers. We're doing a few facets on this. And one is the paid piece. And I want to touch on that in a minute. But the other is when you join, we are using double count. So double count is an industry leader when it comes to alt account protection, raid protection, and such. And when we launched and went live just a few hours ago, we did get raid notifications and the ability to shut off the server. We did get hit with an alt account and told me who it was, everything going on with the alt. Because guys, if we find a scammer, right, and there's a scammer and they get banned for scamming, and they decide to come in with an alt account on the server that said, I'm definitely not that scammer, then this thing flags it immediately and terminates it, right? Because we want to make sure that we're preventing folks from coming in at the start, right? We don't have 2,000 members in the door already, and we're trying to now figure out who's legit and who's not. We are gatekeeping from the beginning. And to Mike, your point, that paid membership is one more burden upon a scammer to say, do I really want to pay WAP, $20 or, $36 for the year to scam one time? And then I'm going to get banned and, and it might not even work. So the paying factor not only funds the enhancements and the strength of the server, but the paying factor, as nominal as it is one more hurdle for a scammer to have to cross. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that because, to your point, there's a ton of value there, even though the fee is so small. But that was why we did that, folks. Mike and I, we've been talking about this and working on this project now for probably about a full month. I mean, we've been really going to town on this and
in the serious planning phases. Yeah, we've been talking about it for a few months, but getting it really set up in the Discord. And I was amazed. Like everyone thinks like Discord's this cute little like chat room. It's like Reddit or something. You just get in there and BS all day. It's really not. Like we invested our own substantial amount of money to super boost the Discord to get all these integration features like you just described. We did a soft launch like an hour or two before the show. It immediately caught people with alt accounts and stuff. It happened to be like an innocent case or two, right? But there's integrated tools that are super robust and automatically verifying accounts so people aren't joining with multiple accounts. and many other bells and whistles with just kind of like the clean layout, the structure. It'll be continuous. It'll, the discovery of listings is very streamlined and easy to manage. The ticketing system for issues, anything like that. I was amazed. Like, I didn't even know, like, someone was just joking in the chat that I can't even start a stream on time. So I'm not a tech guy. True. Guilty as charged. Steve is the tech guy. But some of the benefits, there'll be the auction ability too. And then you'll have mirroring across my Collector Art House Discord and the Sorcery Community Facebook group. So you have about 10,000 people as of now, and as of this marketplace also grows, massive reach to offer high-end products, art, whatever, but also the buy sell trade. You can have more confidence that everyone is verified that's selling, and then on the buyer side, it's free to join because we want a lot of buyers. There's always window shoppers and buyers. They want to. It's in everyone's best interest that there's a robust, large marketplace where people can buy and have visibility into their listings. So you can do that. And then the other aspect is we're going to be small business friendly and allow certain things. You want to touch on that a bit?
Yeah, great point. Great point. So one thing we really want to focus on, and this is really a strange thing when it comes to a Discord environment, where let's say you become a paid seller on this platform. Now you're not our problem as moderators and owners. We see you as our customer. All right. And that's a completely different mindset when it comes to a community marketplace, because normally, what are the incentives of a moderator to want there to be postings on a server? It's actually disincentive, because every post creates more work that is not incentivized. And in this case, you have to think of it as you are our customers as a server management team. And not only that, we want to make sure you're successful so you continue to use the platform and pull in more business. So what we want to do, we want to have badging and verify LGSs. So if you are an LGS account, we want you to be able to say, hey, I'm an LGS. We want to be able to say, hey, I'm a whatnot seller. And you can put your whatnot seller badge on. Hey, I have a massive TCG player shop and you not know it. We want you to have your TCG player badge on there too, maybe even an eBay badge. So and heck, if you want to use other Discord platforms to sell your items, we don't care if you're linking to other things. We want to help bring buyers to you. And to your point, Mike, with your whole ecosystem, you have 6,000 people that you just hit in that Facebook server, and this just adds one more facet of that ecosystem for everybody to be able to come in and have more opportunity in and feel safe about it, right? Because I'm confident that we can scale this in a way that minimizes risks to everyone and still enables the ability to leverage your other business systems. Imagine this. This was Ghost's idea, guys. Imagine this. You scale and you open a Shopify website, and instead of taking PayPal payments or anything like that, you have all your product already on the Shopify website, and you cut a deal with somebody here, and you want your whole payment system to flow through Shopify. Why can't you have the Shopify payment process just flow right through to your Discord posting? That we should be able to do things like that to help enable and synergize your sales and really allow you to post more items on Discord and capture some of those sales. So that's some of our thoughts.
Yeah, and it's really, like I was saying, like I started, like the game is really scaling significantly in the past 3 to 6 months, and it becomes increasingly important to have a safe place to transact and that you can do it easily and you can do it securely. So it's very much needed. Like having a liquid market where you can buy, sell, trade, that helps everybody. It helps collectors get their collections. It helps players get the cards they need readily accessible. We've seen kind of like supply ebb and flow for this game around releases, and then kind of like low periods in between or until the distributors restock and whatnot. So it provides some level of stability. And like I said, I have this Facebook marketplace because I knew people were going to want to buy, sell, trade on Facebook as well. And that's also grown to almost 5,000 people. But there's only so much I can do to eliminate scammers on Facebook. And actually, Facebook, so when people join my Facebook marketplace, I have screening questions, right? They have to agree to the rules. A lot of people, they don't even answer the questions, or they say they just like don't answer the one about agreeing to the rules. easy to decline, right? So that's one, it's a manually intensive thing, but I could easily see that. I could get rid of them. I could see these goofy accounts with weird profiles, and I can look at their profile real quick on Facebook, look at, spend 2 seconds looking at their post, and I'm like, that's a scammer not coming in, right? So I could do my due diligence there to an extent. However, it doesn't have all of the integrated tools. Really, Facebook has not invested in the idea of a marketplace with all these integrated AI or robotic tools that do these auto checks, whereas Discord has. And I really learned that from you in the past month as you were setting this up and all the integrated features as we boosted the Discord significantly to get those tools. And it's really a really innovative way to do it and to do it securely. And I think that's what people need. It's what we all need at this point, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And to your point, Mike, I mean, starting something like this isn't cheap, right? If somebody just wants to go and sit down and build this, and let's say they are able to do all the integrations themselves like we did, you're still over $1,000 of what, your investment would be just to turn it on, right? And that's not even like enhancements. We're talking, the things that we have planned on. We actually have a little bit of a roadmap out there too, just a few items we want to try to hit when we hit certain milestones of members that, all of those things are investments, right? And, it's just another reason why, the paid model is important for something like this. And if you think about it too, taking it right now, speaking of this, right now we had $19.99 for the first year, and we're very close to halfway sold. I think last time I checked, it was kind of getting to halfway towards that 100. So if anybody's interested, the first 100 people that sign up, that's lifetime price, right? Just the first 100, that's what you get. Then everybody else after that
per year. So it's like $1.50 a month. It's trivial
per year. So, you sell, let's say you sell, I don't know, 3 boxes of Arthurian Legend, because guys, it went above MSRP today. You sell 3 boxes of Arthurian Legends. On TCG Player, it's going to be, $40, $50 fee for one transaction. You come here, that's your whole fee for the whole year. Everything else is free, right? So one sale, you're done for the year, and and that's it. So and the rest is 36, and it roughly works out to about $3 a month, but it's really nominal in the big scheme of things. eBay is over 10%, TCG Player is 16% of the sale. And, Discord, to have a platform where we're reducing the amount of scams that are going on, that we're enabling integrations and synergies for other platforms, and really trying to bring in multiple communities into one spot, that you get a lot of value for less than, $3 a month, which is great. We feel good about that.
Yeah, so someone asked in the chat here, is this going to extend to other games? And I said, so initially we're hyper-focused on Sorcery. We want to pilot it with Sorcery, make sure that's done well, that's done correctly. Sorcery is our passion. You and I know you're a Magic guy as well. You do some Magic on the side. But we're dedicated to Sorcery right now. But we made the game specifically genericized. It's not the Sorcery marketplace, because it does allow for that possibility of other games that we're passionate about. Maybe Legend CCG in the future, maybe who knows, right? So that's a possibility. And but right now it's Sorcery. We're trying to target the Sorcery community, make sure we get it right, learn how these integrated tools work, get feedback from the community, refine it, make sure it's very, very much streamlined and tight, and everyone has a good polished experience. The one thing I wanted to come back on and touch on the point is that it was important to both of us that we have paid moderators, so they are invested in moderating. That is critically important. I can't tell you how many times again, going back to, it's upsetting to me because I take pride in my reputation. I've been doing this since early adopter of Sorcery since 2019, 7 years at this point, which is unreal. I can't even believe that myself. And I got people that are accusing me of things, literally slandering me and defaming me publicly in a Discord or in public forums. And when I ask for support or for someone to defend me that's a moderator, I get met with messages like, oh, it's really not that bad. I don't know, let's just give them a warning. Or I'm not really actively moderating. They just kind of asked me to be a part of it because I know a lot of people in the community, and all these absurd answers. I was like, it's black and white. If someone's being slandered, someone's being bullied or harassed in any way, done. You're banned, you're out. But we're not even going to allow that or enable that, because no chat room. There's no need for a chat room. We're not there to discuss anything. You go to these other discords to talk sorcery, right? This is to buy, sell, trade, and that's it.
Right. And let's talk about that because you brought up amazing points there. And guys, I know a lot of the folks that are tuning in here to you, Mike, are also probably Rudy fans. And if you're watching Rudy, he makes fun of Discord moderators all the time. He's like, who's sitting on the keys there all day moderating? But like again, he's making fun of it from a perspective that it's a volunteer position. And I feel for those guys in those positions because oftentimes the roles in those particular servers are very vague. They can face backlash, and it's a free position. So, I mean, it's, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to invest your time in it? It absolutely makes no sense. And to do it right, we should have some sort of monetary compensation. And on top of that, in our model, we are not moderating a chat. And what ends up happening is when you have leadership that doesn't understand the market that it's leading, they will go in and focus on the words, or they'll focus on the clicks, or they'll focus on the wrong things. And what we really want to focus on is moderating the actual listings, because the moderators, like Ghost, is somebody that right off the bat, like, he's going to have his scammer sense going off. Something posts, and let me tell you, Ghost is looking at it all the time, and he's going to say, all right, that doesn't look right. I got to do something about that, or I got to reach out to them and kind of clarify. I'm the same way. Like, Mike, I saw on your server that somebody posted an alpha box for like 550 or 600. Like, the account was brand new. Like, you'll know a couple things, and we've set up our server to prevent a lot of those things in the up front, so we won't have that. But there's a lot of things that you can tell if you've been doing this a while that boom, that's a scam. Versus somebody that's coming in and looking to transact, they might not know that because they don't do this all the time. They're just coming in and they'll sell casually or they'll buy casually, and they want to feel confident that the leadership is monitoring those things, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so I think there's a room for another marketplace, a way to do it what we think is the right way, a secure way, a way that everyone can possibly transact and not deal with harassment or issues or gatekeeping or policing of things. So, I wanted to be clear, like, this isn't like an attack on anybody else and saying they're doing something poorly or wrong. I think there's just a way to do it more robustly that's going to benefit the community. And that's why we decided to come together and do that and kind of fix some of the issues that we've encountered and we've observed from our experience, being part of the buy sell trade scene for years now, many years. So that's what it's all about. We don't want any drama. We don't want any beef. We're not trying to compete with anybody. We're just trying to offer the best possible service we can, because that's what we think the community needs. That's what the TCG industry needs. The whole TCG industry is broken. I used to be in Flesh and Blood in their marketplace, and I see the same kind of like
there's a huge need
harassment,
for this.
Bullying. I was like, what is this? Like, is it buy sell trade or not? Like, what are you guys even fighting and arguing about? And 2026 is a year of collaboration. It's a year of peace, a year of getting along. If I have beef with anybody, I'm putting down my arms. You should too. Well, just come talk to me. Like, let's work it out.
I think I saw you say that earlier.
Let's be a fun, playful, light, casual TCG community. I don't want drama. If you have judged me in the past, I will forgive you. If you have publicly slandered me in the past, I will probably not forgive you, because that is taking it way too far. There's a criminal offense. It's straight defamation. That shows me you have a character issue. Like, why would you do that? You don't know me. But if you've been upset about, like, whatever, just come talk to me. Let's be friends. I organize Sorcery Con. I bring people together. Community group brings people together. Our Discords bring people together. The marketplace will bring people together to just buy, sell, trade, which is a fundamental, critical part of a trading TCG, trading card game.
Yeah. Sin City Raider had a good question just about an uptick of requests, comments, or posts going to spam box for admin approval. Facebook started flagging accounts as spam that are not. So the way that we've set this up, just so folks understand, especially off the bat, all of these protections are in place, but we have the ability to override all of them. Right. So, for example, earlier when we said, hey, here's the grand opening, here's the link to the server, immediately it was triggered within a minute for a raid. And it said, hey, do you want to shut off the whole server, like shut off anybody coming in, and shut off posts, everything. And you can override that. So there's abilities to actually put that in place automatically, or you have the ability to get flagged and then transact on it. At the moment, we are just flagging. And at the moment, for example, let's say you have an alt account coming in. The alt account will be left in, but it won't be able to become a verified role. So anybody that comes in will get met with a bot that asks you to verify. You click a link, and it's very easy. You just verify very quickly. Somebody that's using an alt, it'll get a banned symbol, and then you'll get placed into a separate category on the server. You're not eliminated from the server, but it allows us to review it and potentially override it. And we don't want to do anything automatically until we're 100% sure that it's not, flagging somebody erroneously. So it is doing everything it's supposed to do, but we've just set it up in a way that's more appropriate as we're kind of going. So I wanted to just kind of mention that too.
Okay. Yeah. So I didn't want to like monopolize this stream too much. It's a multifaceted show. We had Dustin on. We wanted to introduce this marketplace because it did go live.
Lots of good stuff.
The link's on the screen. You guys can come check it out. Again, you could just join for free. Buyers are coming for free. You could buy whatever. It's only paid to sell. So, or to post, like want to buy posts and whatnot.
No, we got some feedback, Mike, while you were on your live, and we made a quick change through we had a moderator discussion real quick. As a free person, you can come in and even place a willing to buy. Let's say you don't do a ton of volume. You're just buying a couple cards for your deck. You'll be allowed to buy, but you'll be on slow-mo. So you can only make one willing to buy post every 6 hours. If you become a paid member, that slow mode is removed. So you can post as many willing to buys as you want to. So we're not going to prevent people from even placing willing to buy posts, but there will be a slow mode associated to it. So I just want to make sure that we talked about that too, because that's a little bit of a late night change there. But I think it's a good one. It was some good feedback we got from the community.
It's amazing how you can tune the settings like that to, because we have roles in the Discord, which you can apply certain rules and parameters to. So great idea. I love that. So again, man, like it's live now. The link's on the screen. You guys can join the Discord, check it out for free and whatever. If you decide you want to be a paid poster and it's for you, great. The best offer, the best service, the best platform should attract whatever people resonates with, right? Just like my YouTube channel. If you hate my ass, you don't like me, you don't subscribe to my channel. You go to the other channels, right? If you like me, you subscribe, you come in. Same thing. Everyone has choices. There's many choices out there. There's still the Facebook groups. There's options everywhere. You guys decide for yourself, but give it a look, give it a fair shake, and try it out. And if you like it, great. And if you have feedback for us and you don't like some of the features, it's not going to be nothing's perfect on day one, right? It takes time. The feedback's important. You can talk to Steve or myself or all of the moderators, and we're going to refine this thing and make it. You can't please everybody with every single bell and whistle and feature, but we'll do our best to try to accommodate the masses, the community, because that's who this is for. It's for everybody. It's everybody's platform. It's not yours and mine. It's everybody's.
Yeah, and to Mike, to your point earlier as we close, we really want to focus on Sorcery and make sure that it does a perfect job and it's able to scale with Sorcery, and folks really feel that, you can go on there and it's trusted, right? But there is a huge opportunity to cross to other games because this issue plagues every game. This isn't just a Sorcery problem. And in fact, to your point, Mike, it's probably worse with other games than it is with Sorcery right now. We are setting this up.
The more problems you have. Every game.
Right. We're setting this up proactively. So this is something that we felt that is a way to take care of this and to provide a lot of value that's a little bit innovative, because nobody else is taking this model of gatekeeping like this coming in, and at the same time having this paid for type situation where you're actually becoming the customer of the server, which is a completely different mindset.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, good call, man. And so, like, the last thing I'll leave you with is we'll probably coordinate again to do another live and answer everybody's questions in the chat.
Yeah, Q&A. Yeah.
And we've been spitballing and thinking of an opportunity to launch like a more recurring, potentially weekly. I do lives frequently, so I was thinking for my opening segment, I'd love to have Steve on, maybe field a few questions about the marketplace, just talk about the market in general. And also, I have a friend that I'm collaborating with. Again, 2026, the year of collaboration. Collaborating with Steve here, because he brings a lot of value to the table. He's the Discord guru, and he had this great idea to kind of make things more secure. and more welcoming and remove some of the toxicity and problems you have. And then I'm also going to be collaborating with a local game store in the Northern Virginia area, but he actually has locations throughout the country, about 6 or 7 locations. So we got Steve, who's like the single seller guy and the breaker, and he's got an established reputation in those fields. We got the local game store owner who knows the brick and mortar stores, and we can ask him questions, and the community can ask him questions about what is it like being an LGS owner, dealing with sorcery, pros, cons, ideas. Then we have myself, who's really in tune with the art scene as an art fan and an art agent with the artists and whatnot. So we're gonna have 3 pillars: singles, breaker, yourself, singles, selling. You understand that market. I understand art market. He understands LGS, and we're going to get together on a more recurring basis to kind of talk about those topics, almost like a mini podcast, maybe as the intro to some of these lives, or we'll go on each other's channels and things like that. So subscribe to all of our channels, at least Steve and myself. The LGS doesn't have a channel, so he'll probably be making appearances on mine. But I just wanted to introduce that idea if people want to reach out and enjoy more content on the show and an opportunity to ask the questions live. I love live format.
Yeah, I think the Q&A would be really great on this too. And don't forget, guys, get out there, look at that $19.99 membership, because you guys are some of the first that are hearing about this. So you'll have, the first opportunity to be able to do something like that. So, I would check it out and see if it makes sense for you.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Congratulations again, Mike. Big deal. That's big milestone.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
All right. See you guys. Have a good one, everybody.
See ya. All right, guys. All right. I did do a lot of thinking there. When you got guests on, you got to be on your toes. Let me take this down. All right. So believe it or not, we are here to celebrate the 6K milestone. So we had Dustin on. We're launching a marketplace tonight, so it's coincidental timing. We thought we can get the word out to people more broadly. But we had Dustin on. So we had the first major reveal for Sorcery Con is the big news. The first introduction of prize support is an amazing, if you're just joining, an original painting, 2 original paintings, a collaborative piece, dual concept with art by Alter Artist Dustin Brossard, world-class altar artist, and world-class altar artist Andrina Jardim, who will both be there in person for this event, right? So they're going to bring these paintings. They've been doing these paintings. They've been talking to each other on the concept, the idea of good versus evil for the concept of Gothic. And it's going to be a dual painting. Someone's going to win 2 paintings at Sorcery Con. And that's not it, guys. That's not all. There is also, it's kind of funny. I didn't even tell the other Sorcery Con organizers this yet. They knew about that one, but they don't know about this next one. So if they're watching tonight, and most of these guys are on the West Coast, I'm the East Coast guy. They might not know that we have another big time top prize support. All right. So let me pull it up here, guys. I got to pull it up. I don't know if I saved it off. I know I was late tonight. All right, guys. So one of our, let me save this locally here. One of our attendees from Sorcery has very graciously reached out to me and offered this. Super generous, incredible generosity, because as you guys know, official Sorcery paintings in Sorcery, these are all, oh, by the way, this is up for auction this weekend. The Avatar of Earth ending Sunday night. The Grail of Grails, right? The Matriarch. That one's mine. This one is never leaving. Well, never leaving me. She stays with me, baby. We have an agreement. We have an understanding. The Gadu, I probably will not be ever able to ship to anybody. So that's the same with me too. Everything here I own. It's all for me. Except the Avatar of Earth. So original paintings in Sorcery is, in my mind, the premier collectible, because I love the art. I love the art of Sorcery. I love paintings. And my role in organizing Sorcery Con since its inception, actually, I was not part of the first Seattle event, but since Sorcery Con Las Vegas, and now coming back to Sorcery Con 2026 next month in mid-February in Indianapolis, February 19th to 22nd, my role once again was to organize all of the art and artist aspects. So this year, I'm extremely proud to announce, and you guys know I've been announcing this incrementally, we've pulled together 12 officially commissioned Sorcery artist. 12 artists you'll be able to get to meet from all over the world. You know what? When this came to, so we were like kind of held hostage by the Gothic release, right? We didn't know when it was going to come out, and we're like, we can't really nail down a date without knowing when Gothic's going to release. And it really came down to the wire. We really didn't know until like a couple months, as I recall, 2-3 months before the Gothic release, that it was actually announced. That's way too short to secure a venue and to sell tickets and to do all organizational aspects, because I can't get artists to commit. I can't sell tickets until we know the venue, the location, the timing, right? So lo and behold, we do this and we make the announcement within 6 months of the event, roughly speaking, right? Probably less than that, maybe 5 months. And I was like, oh man, I was kind of bummed out. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to score the international artist this year. And that's a really super compelling value proposition for SorceryCon, because we are pulling artists from all over the world. So if you're going to, there's been tons of amazing events. The Explorer Series, SCG Con, ton of European events, and you tend to get old school Magic events, right, that are incorporating sorcery now. You tend to get a few of the local artists, or you get like 2, 3, 4 artists maybe at best. SorceryCon, you get a dozen artists, 12, and they come from all over the world. So that is your one chance to get 12 freaking artists, an incredible number, all in one place. And I was bummed. I was like, there's no way they're going to be able to come internationally on short notice. And I'm super excited and thrilled to announce that half the artists, I think maybe even more than half, are international. They pulled it off. They're coming. They're coming, man. And it's super exciting. So we got the 12 sorcery artists, and we have 2 alterists, Dustin Brossard and Andrina Jardim. And you guys are going to be able to meet them, get your card signed, buy prints, buy original paintings, artist proofs, altars, everything. It's super exciting. Just get to meet them, get to meet them as people. They're awesome people. So where was I going? Oh, yeah, the prize support. So we have the Altars original painting, and we have a Gothic original painting from none other than mega popular artist. Let's find out where I saved that bad boy. Super popular, one of the biggest artists in sorcery. A Gothic original painting is one of the top prize supports from SorceryCon. Elvira Shakarova. The silver bullet, baby. The silver bullet. So the original painting, Elvira contacts me like a week ago, and she's like, it was in the last week, I think, actually. It was this past week. She's like, Mike, what do you think about if I donate an original painting? I was like, are you sure? I mean, because that's probably like $5,000 out of your pocket at least. And the way your paintings sell, it could be 6 to 10. I was like, you sure? I was like, that is insanely generous. And by the way, Elvira was one of the ones I was like, there's no way she can come, right? And she was like, I don't know, Mike. I don't think I can make it this year. And then like I started announcing the artists, and it was like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the artists started getting super excited, and it snowballed, and they had such a great experience in Vegas. And then Gothic came out, and Elvira found out, because the artists don't know how many pieces they're going to have in Gothic. She's like, Mike, a ton of artists are coming. A ton of my paintings are in Gothic. I'm coming to SorceryCon. And I was like, you're kidding me. That's amazing. So I was like super excited she's coming back, because everyone loves Elvira. She's super nice and sweet and super generous, always giving stuff away. She's donated paintings in the past. She auctioned a painting to raise money for the Ukrainian citizens in the terrible war that's been going on. This was like a couple years back, the Elementalist. It was a massive painting. Can you imagine the Alpha, it was the Elementalist. The Alpha Elementalist avatar original painting, she just gave away, donated it to charity. 100% of the proceeds went to charity. We auctioned that. It was incredible. And now for SorceryCon 2026, she was like, you think, Mike, you think they'll be happy about an original painting? You think it'll encourage people and get them excited to come out to SorceryCon? And I was like, yeah. You bet your ass it will. And here you have, we have original painting from Gothic, your guys' opportunity to just compete in the game, have fun, play in the organized play events, and you could win this painting. So we have 3 original paintings now as some of the top prize support, and there's going to be a lot of prizes, just like there was last year. And we like to have a charity element. We like to have giveaways like raffle style, all types of like ways to have an immersive experience in SorceryCon. Really enjoy it, whether you're a player, an art enthusiast, just someone who likes to hang out and get together with people. Type A. social personality. If you're introverted, that's awesome too. I mean, it's a TCG. We're a bunch of nerds, right? We're introverted, but you come to these welcoming environments and you have a great time. Everyone has a great time. Some of the artists have been nervous to come in the past. They've been nervous to come on my YouTube channel, and they thank me profusely afterward and like, wow, that was such a rewarding, amazing experience, getting to know people, just getting to talk and hear people say they appreciate your work and just to get to know each other. We've known each other on social media, and we get together in a massive event. Hopefully we'll have several hundred people, just like, what was it? Vegas, we had somewhere between 400 to 500 people. It was really, really successful. So there you have it, guys. What are you saying in the chat? I'm starting to realize I forgot to get a water bottle. We got to do some giveaways tonight, right? So we still have to do an alpha break. We're an hour 20 in. So you're going to have the original painting. There's Elvira Shekarova. She's going to be at Sorcery Con. There she is. And there is the silver bullet. You see it? Someone's going to win that. All right, guys. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? All right. So we talked about the overhead cam. All right. So let's do our first giveaway of the night. We've had around 80 people the entire night. Really amazing turnout. So thank you guys all very much. People love to turn out for free stuff. Free stuff. Typically, I get about 20 to 40 people, depending, because I also do Friday night, so it's difficult and it's late on a Friday night. So I apologize to all the European time zone people that are drooling on their pillow right now. Hopefully you can watch the show back tomorrow and enjoy it, you know? And a lot of people do watch it back. It's weird. My live content performs infinitely better than my goofy recorded content. So please like and subscribe to the channel, by the way. That'd be really nice of you. If you'd like to check out Patreon, you can do that as well. But we need to talk about original paintings. So we're going to do a giveaway in just a moment. Actually, let's just do the first one. While we're on the topic of original paintings, we're going to do the original painting giveaway. All right, so let me grab it over here. All right. So this is going to be fun. I'm already starving. We're going to have a protein bar snack break at some point as well. I promised myself this. All right, so what we're going to need to do is we got like almost 200 people on the wheel. Everyone in my paid tier Collector Art House Patreon is on the wheel. So you guys, a lot of you guys also, thank you. Like, so through the Sorcery Community Facebook group and the Collector Art House Discord, which is really the broadest reach in Sorcery we have. You know, 6,000 people on the community group, almost 2,000 people in the Collector Art House Discord. So you're looking at upwards of 8,000 people. And then there's Patreon with several hundred people. Instagram, like I don't know what we're at on Instagram, but Soul Portfolio. And I try to incorporate people on there. Not everyone's on every platform, right? So I tried to create opportunities for people to get on the wheel and win today. But all the patrons are on there, and then everybody that like participated in the different like engagement. I tried to do engagement centric things. Like if you went to Gen Con, share a picture of you having an amazing time with the community. Why? Because I want to create awareness for how amazing these sorcery events are. You know, whether it be Gen Con, whether it be SCG Con, whether it be Explorer Series, whether it be your local LGS tournament, whether it be the European events. And I'm sorry, I can't remember all the names because I don't go to those, so I tend to forget. But everyone's doing an incredible job as community, creating opportunities for us to come together, play the game, just hang out, just talk. You know, I just talk to people for days, all day, every day. Yes, there's a Collector Art House Patreon, Jez Nemo. Jess Nemo. So we're going to talk about, all right, what do I need to do? I'm going to take down the Elvira. It's probably Elvira, right? She never really told me how to pronounce it, and she just kind of deals with my Americanism. So what we're going to do is I'm going to need to go to Instagram because I want to introduce you guys to another artist. And this artist that I'm going to be talking about is an artist who has also been commissioned for Legend CCG. And that's the one that Dustin Brossard has been commissioned for. We showed that beautiful gem painting. And I'm going to put this on the screen, right? So this artist, her name is Janka Latekova, right? Janka Latekova. Hopefully I pronounced that right. This is her Instagram. Please go to her Instagram and check out her artwork. And I'm going to get into why I selected this artist, right? So what I need to do is add to the stage All right, so that's the original painting we're going to give away. But before we do that, let me go to Jonkola Art, right? So on Instagram, everyone, it's funny, like when we were talking about the new marketplace, everyone was saying like, oh, where's the, where is it? What's the link? And it was on the screen the whole time. It's right there on the screen, guys. It's right there on the screen. So Jonkola Art on Instagram. Why this artist, right? Because first of all, she does beautiful work. And I saw this piece. I'm going to show it like on full screen so you'll see it better. And I was like, wow, that looks like an avatar piece in Sorcery. I think people would really resonate with this piece and love it. But a lot of the reason why I even got into what I do in Sorcery and the angle on art and working with the artists and helping support the artists and helping offer their work and whatnot is, for one, to give opportunity to buyers and collectors in a safe, secure way, but also to support the artists who are often taken advantage of by opportunistic people, people that want to kind of negotiate and buy on the cheap just to flip it and turn it around, right? Not like genuine collectors and people that actually value the work, but are manipulative and opportunistic and or create. So that's one aspect, right? But there's also the aspect of just creating awareness for these artists with unbelievable, immense talent that just never got a break in life, right? Like Dustin Brossard, right? When I saw Dustin Brossard's work, I take care of Gago Monte. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Some people are having to leave. It's getting late. I see all these artists, right? And a lot of them are struggling. They're struggling to make it, and they have incredible talent that just never got a break. You had Dustin Brossard on earlier. He said he has like 6 businesses or 6 different endeavors, right? Where he's a tattoo artist. He goes to these like markets and he sells like antiques. I think he's like an antique seller or something like that. Very like cool artsy things, right? Very diverse, cultured person. But he's always dreamed to be commissioned for a TCG. So the reason why, I started in Sorcery with just the love of the art, a genuine love of the art, the artists wanting to get to know who they are as people, and being able to create a website where I could interview them and have these interviews and showcase their talents and create awareness for who they are as people and for their artwork. So that's how I started out. And then over time, a year or two in, it occurred to me like, this has really been a tremendous boon for the artists of Sorcery. It's really helped create awareness for their work, convert players into also art enthusiasts. So they also love the art on the card, which enhances the gameplay experiences, which enhances the art industry and creates opportunities for people and value for the artists. And for the collectors and players in terms of appreciation of their art and the game. So I also wanted to do this for altar artists who often don't get that break. Finally, Dustin Brossard gets the breakthrough. He's been commissioned for Legend CCG. Atlas Thorn is another artist I supported, and I offered his work through the Sorcery community group because he was doing altars for Sorcery. I begged him to do altars for Sorcery. It took time. Finally, he agreed, and people absolutely fell in love with him. And Eric, it caught the attention of Eric, and Eric commissioned him for Sorcery. He did the 3-tower promo. So that's the dream. I'd love for these artists to get opportunities in Sorcery, which is the game we love. But for Jonka, she's getting an opportunity in Legend CCG, which is nothing right now. It's an idea. It might not come out till 2028, and hopefully it sticks to schedule. You guys know how schedules go and strategies and plans for TCGs. They're never on time. So maybe with 2029, hopefully we'll all still be here. There's no guarantees in life. But Jonka, an artist, she's struggling, man. So the creator of Legend CCG said, she was thinking about hanging it up. She's thinking about giving up art. And I was like, dude, he told me this just like in the past week. I discovered her work weeks ago, or many months ago, actually, before she was in Legend. I just look at art all day on Instagram and I discover wonderful talent, and I really resonated with some of her work. Look at her beautiful work, right? Jonkola art, amazing, gorgeous. You can imagine that being an avatar or something in Sorcery or any game, Legend CCG. And I was like, wow, this is an amazing artist. And I noticed she was selling a lot of her work like super inexpensively. And you guys can and should go to her page, and there's a link to her Etsy page. I think she sells through, as I recall. I bought a few of her paintings, and you can do so too. And hopefully you do. There's the link right on the page. She's a struggling artist. You can buy an original painting from her for like $100 or a couple $100, few $100. It's too cheap, for the time invested. You heard Dustin say he takes 10 hours on an altar, a small, very intricate, detailed painting on a small scale. But, a painting like this, like you're seeing on the table here, could take let's say it takes like a day's time at best. It could take several days. and to sell it for couple hundred bucks. I mean, that's ridiculous. It should be. Imagine if you went to a job and you worked 8 hours and you were paid $100. You know, it's like a high school kid. It's like a low wage earner, someone with no experience, no talent, no skill, no life experience, no career experience, no professional skills. This is an artist with supreme talent and skill, you know? So I want to try to bring awareness for these great artists. And that's why I selected her artwork, because I knew for a big milestone giveaway event, this would be an awareness moment for this great artist who deserves a break in life and has tremendous ability. So there you have it. There's the rationale. And really excited to be able to showcase some of her work. Oh, she also does all these like crafty type things too. It's really interesting. But look at these amazing paintings. Really tremendous talent. She's going to be in this game, Legend CCG. Look at this. Incredible. So you have the link on the screen, guys. You can go look for yourself. And please do. If you want to buy a painting, great. If you just want to like, you know what the greatest thing you do for an artist, whether you're a buyer of their art or not, whether you have the means. Some people don't have the means to buy it. Just comment on their post. Like it. Share it with somebody. Tell them, hey, great job. I love your artwork. It's beautiful. That really, everyone wants to be complimented and being told they're doing a good job and that you enjoy their work, especially an artist, right? Or any kind of professional. So if you like what she's got going on here, just go on there. This is the painting. This is the one I bought. I'm about to give this away. I'm about to give this one away, the original painting. And it's really awesome because I didn't expect this so I just saw this on the screen. I was like, wow, that's a stunning painting. I think people will really like this. But it's got this like gold shimmer to it, which is really, really beautiful. So that's what it's all about, guys. That's what motivated me to do this for this particular artist. So let me pull this down. There's her Instagram. Let's go to the overhead cam because I've looked at my face long enough. I was going to show some of these. I guess I forgot, but these were the some prints that she'll probably have these. Elvira Shekarova at Sorcery Con. She's had those in the past. They're really awesome. But you guys have seen her artwork before. So let me get into, let me see if I can I got this new mount. All right, hang on. Let me do this. All right. So I got this new, I got this new camera mount. Still tinkering, trying to figure out the right lighting and stuff. So let me get a nice light canvas here. So this beautiful artwork, take a look at it. Let's see if we can catch it in the right. Let's see. All right, here. Let me see it like kind of off screen there, how that gold is shimmering. On the crown, on this background lattice pattern and everything. Really throughout. Everywhere you see gold, even on her wrist here. So this is a beautiful painting by Jonkola Art on Instagram. I know and I started showing these. I actually announced this one as part of my giveaway. And some of the guys in my Patreon and my Discord and stuff, they went and bought paintings from her, which is amazing. That's great. That's the idea, right? Just to draw awareness to great artists and great work. And if it resonates with you and it speaks to you and it evokes an emotion, pick it up. Support them. You help the artist, you help yourself, right? You feel good, they feel good. That's why you buy art. Look at that. Look at that shine. It's like a foiled painting. It's freaking ridiculous. It's so great. I honestly don't want to give it away. I want to keep this one. I don't think I thought it through. I should have gave away a different one because it's awesome. It's gorgeous. All right, so there you have it, guys. So we're gonna go to the wheel now, and here's her business card. Or she gave me this. She sent it in this beautiful packaging. Art by Jonka Latekova, jonkolaart.etsy.com. So if you want to go straight to her store page, here, go ahead and take a screenshot of it, guys. Please take a screenshot, share it in the Facebook community group, share it in the Collector Art House Discord, and wherever people allow you to do open sharing of whatever. Go ahead and spread the name of Jonka and her beautiful work if you like it, right? And you want to support her. You could support her just by creating awareness and being part of the awareness engine. All right. So there she is. All right, I won't get out all the packaging, but there's she sends you like a whole package and envelope with like a nice card and everything. It's a gorgeous piece. All right. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you guys can see it again. There it is on the table. It's a nice practical size. It's like basically more or less like an 8x11. It's stunning work. Oh, actually, here's another one. I really thought, speaking of symmetry, I really thought this one was super cool too. I love this like concept. But I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet. I was going to I was gonna give this to like a buddy who's like into like a similar concept like this. I got to run it down, but it's super cool too. I forgot that one was on the back. I actually bought like 3 paintings too. I gave away the other one too to a friend of mine. All right, so here we go, guys. We're gonna pull up the website again, and we're gonna go to the Wheel of Names. All right, so hopefully I captured everybody that participated in the giveaway opportunity in the different means. I tried to get you all on the wheel. I dumped all the paid tier Collector Art House Patreon members into the wheel. So I'm going to give it a good shuffle. We have 196 people, and we're going to be giving giveaways throughout the night. Believe it or not, we're an hour and a half in. We're just getting warmed up. Probably going to be here for hours. It's very quiet in the house. Hopefully the kids are sleeping. The wife might even be sleeping. I mean, it is 11:13. I actually didn't realize it was that late. I crushed a few millis of caffeine before the show. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little parched. All right, so the first spin is for this original painting. Did it say actually the name of it while I got it on the screen? Original illustration, more original art, and handmade jewelry for sale in my Etsy shop. Link in bio at Jonkola Art. All right, so it's right there on the screen, guys. I'm going to leave it on the screen. Please do take a screenshot so you can copy that link later and go check out her work. Be awesome if you want to support her, or maybe enjoy her work in Legend CCG in a couple years. And let's make sure she doesn't stop doing artwork. That'd be tragic. What's it going to do? Go get I hesitate to say a real job. Being an artist is a real job. It's a difficult job. It's basically being an entrepreneur. And it's tough. And like, I commend people that stick to it and get to this level of talent and ability. But we don't want people like this to get frustrated or just be beyond the practical limitations of having like a low income, being able to survive on that. We want them to continue to create and bring us joy through their artwork. All right, so here's the spin without further ado. The first giveaway of the night, the original painting. All right, guys. Here we go. Tim? Oh, it's Tim Fandry. Tim Fandry. So, Tim, congratulations, man. I see Tim in the Facebook community group all the time. So it's a beautiful thing. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? I got a notepad here. Our dear friend Severin Pino loves cats, right? So I got my cat book here, and I'm gonna be using the cat book. If I can find a pen, I do have a system, believe it or not. So the original painting. I'm gonna find a page in here. I'll go to the middle because that seems to be the one. I gotta jot down all the giveaways. The wife says I gotta be better organized in 2026. I got to always be organized. The wheel there's already been chances to be on the wheel. So let me see. Jonka painting. And here's the deal, guys. I'm gonna like make this announcement over the past few days. I'll give people like a solid 48 hours or so or something. And if you don't claim it, I'm gonna reach out to you. If you don't claim the prize, like some of these people are just kind of casual, they participate, they lose interest in sorcery or whatever, or they just become unreachable. I got to do something, right? I want to give it to somebody else or do whatever. So I'll give you guys a fair chance to claim it. And if not, we'll create another opportunity for folks. All right. So Tim Fandry wins the original painting of the Jonkola art. So congrats, Tim. That's really awesome. Let me see. How's everybody doing on time? Should I keep him on the wheel? I guess I'll allow people to win only once. So I will remove him from the wheel, and we will go back to the overhead cam. I'll pull down one last call. Take a screenshot. Instagram.com/Jonkola. Jonka Art. Jonkola Art. Her name's Jonka. So the Jonkola, maybe it's Jonka L Art because it's Latte Kova. Jonka L Art. Okay, now I get it. Jonka L Art. That's her. So it's her last initial. All right. So we're going to let me pull down that overlay. We have a box of alpha, and we'll crack that. And it'll help me be a little more engaged in the chat. Let me see what kind of weaponry I have here. So you go butterfly knife since Cho's here. That was a micro. I apologize, Cho. Already got the axe tool. Since Keel's here, we got the axe tool. So which one, guys? Axe tool or butterfly knife? You don't want to... Oh, Tim, congrats, buddy. I didn't know you were in the chat. Actually, you know what? Give me 2 seconds. I want to go get a water bottle. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Axe or butterfly knife? Let's go, baby. Let's go. It's sorcery time. I got to get a water bottle. But I'm back. All right. I had a little bit of protein bar for good measure. X Tool. Everybody loves the X Tool. All right. A lot of support for X Tool. If only you guys loved artists and art as much as X Tools. Who bought a Jonka painting already? You would scoop it up, man. I'm gonna showcase her stuff to the moon because I think she's a wonderful talent, and it saddens me to hear that someone might stop creating. That is crushing. Something you never want to see. All right, X. Not a single vote for the butterfly knife. Interesting. I should have had Brossard do a butterfly knife as part of our logo for Trusted Games Marketplace. I got to start promoting butterfly knives. I'm bringing butterfly knives back in 2026, guys. You heard it here first. I'm bringing it back. I think I bought that thing in Chinatown, believe it or not, in Philly many moons ago. So my buddy says, like, my former buddy, because the guy's a Eagles fan, so I had to burrow him. I had to deep six this guy. I literally, I blocked him. He busted my chops when Josh Allen or when the Bills like lost in the playoffs last year. So I literally blocked him for an entire year. He's still blocked. I was like, maybe I'll deal with him after this season, but the guy's dead to me. But anyway, I went to high school with him, and in high school he was like, "Dude, let's go get some chicken fried rice in Chinatown. I know a good spot." And I was like, all right, I like chicken fried rice. So we went there, and he's like, yeah, they got this room in the back, and they got like ninja stars and shit, and like butterfly knives and swords. I was like, I thought we were getting that chicken fried rice, but I was like, that sounds awesome too. So we go in the back store. He wasn't even kidding, man. It was like an arsenal in there. It was like a freaking arsenal in there. So we go back there. I pick up the butterfly knife. Like, he got some ninja stars. They legit had ninja stars. He got some ninja stars. I think we got some nunchucks. I think I had a set of nunchucks. And I got this cane where you like twist the handle of the cane and you pull it out. There's a freaking sword inside the shaft of the cane. I know I said shaft. Frogman's gonna get excited, but there was a sword inside the cane. I still have that. I found it recently in my parents' house. I was like, you know what that cane is, right? And they're like, yeah, it's a cane. I was like, no, it's not just a cane. And then I pulled the sword out, and they're like, oh shit. Our boy's not messing around. Our boy. Anyway, Ballad of Cho. Box topper. I don't know what I'll do with that. All right, guys. So let me just get this box out of the way. We'll pull out the packs. Oh, you know what? We're gonna show. Oh, you know what? I got I forgot. I got playmats too. So you see this playmat here. I probably got one of those I could give away, and I got these other variants. Maybe I'll show you guys before the break because I know it's gonna get late for people. But I mentioned the Collector Art House Patreon. I mentioned how I do like agent representation for some of the artists in Sorcery and the Altars and stuff. So I also collaborate with them to offer like various merchandise too, not just paintings or artist proofs or altars, but playmats. So got a few playmats here, and we're gonna give away a few of these. If people hang out and we have a good like turnout, I'll do several. If people stick around, so I probably have like one of those. Looks like right over there. So we can do one of those. I actually got a sale going on right now. I did a pre-sale. I kind of ordered demand plus some overage just in case there was any loss or something. So I got like a decent amount. And I have it like on the Collector Art House Patreon right now. You could join as a free member, and you just gotta comment against the post, and I'll confirm, and then you just pay me through PayPal, and then I'll send these out to you. Right. So just go to patreon.com/collectorarthouse, or just go to Patreon and search for Collector Art House, and you'll see that the Patreon offers for sale right now. It's live. You can get the Elemental Avatars. So this is collaboration with Collector Art House and Severin Pinot. This is Severin's logo. Severin actually designed this. She took her 4 Elemental Avatars and she designed this playmat. All of these we have in single player and 2-player. And coincidentally, she did this oil on canvas Avatar of Earth, which is live for auction this weekend in 3 places now: on the Sorcery Community Facebook group, the Collector Art House Discord, and the Trusted Games Marketplace. So it'll be mirrored in all 3. You could bid on all 3. You don't have to be on Facebook. You don't have to be in my Discord. You could just be in the marketplace and have an opportunity. So we got this one. We got the Philo Stone. We got the Keythera Mechanism. And we have the Bower of Bliss from Arthurian Legends. So all 4 of these are available in single player and 2-player. They are not official Sorcery. They're not Eric's Curiosa official Sorcery playmats. This is the art. Severin owns the copyright. So she designed these playmats and we work together, and she receives an amount of the proceeds of every single sale of these. So you're supporting Severin Pinot when you purchase those as well. So we'll give away all 4 of these at a minimum. And I think I set aside like 3 of each. So all single player for the giveaway. 3 of that, 3 of the Stone, 3 of the Keythera, 3 of the Bower of Bliss. So we'll spin the wheel a bunch. We could do that more efficiently. But first we'll do the alpha break. I'm sure a lot of people are excited to get into some alpha. It's kind of a rare treat. It's getting more rare, more harder to require, less sellers. It's more expensive. So, oh, thanks, Jez Nemo, for signing up for Patreon. Appreciate that. Yeah, it really helps a lot with everything. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is let me do some clutch math here. So there's 39 packs. I don't want to ship out like 39 packages because I gotta like package these up. We're going to do an opening. We're going to talk about alpha. We're going to enjoy alpha as we open a box of alpha. So this is my box here. It's for the giveaway. Self-sponsored. Sponsor myself. A sponsored giveaway by Collector Art House. And let me think about, should we do at least, I could do 5 packs per person or 10. If I do 5, that's about 7 winners and change. So someone gets 4. So 7, it's about 8 packages to send out. Do 6. It gets us to 36 with 6 winners. Someone gets 3. 3's all right. It's not bad. So we do 5 packs per person or 6? It's attempting math. Happy New Year, JDJ. What do you guys want to do? 5 packs per winner? 5. Okay. First person said 5. So 7 winners. 5 it is. All right. So we're going to go to the wheel. And what I'm going to do is have to write this down in the cat book. I should have had like a mod. Do you guys want to track this for me? Does anybody want to write down all the winners? Then I got to count on someone being there the whole time. I'm just going to write it down in the cat book out of respect for Severin. All right. First spin, first 5 packs. Cat book. First winner is... All right, so 5 alpha. Andrew Mendoza. Congrats to Andrew. All right, Andrew Mendoza gets the first 5 packs of alpha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have, well, I'm pretty prepared here. So I'm going to put, watch how I do this, guys. Watch how organized I am. You see this? All right. So Mendoza. All right. Watch this. I got to be able to read my own handwriting. That's going to be a problem. It says Mendoza. It kind of looks like Miadoza. That's what that says, though. All right, I got to make sure I don't get that hardcore ink on my hands. It's probably not going to dry. I don't think I thought this through. All right, Mendoza. Alpha. So the Kickstarter campaign launched in 2022, and the fulfillment happened in 2023. Oh, the beautiful Witherwing Hero actually was auctioned and offered here in Collector Art House auctions. And this was one, like, you know, I always talk about like when these auctions come through or when people send me a painting. So like whenever I like auction, people send me the painting. So there's like an implicit middleman benefit, right? It's a secure transaction, you know, like I'm going to be able to ship it to you securely and quickly after the sale and everything. But sometimes they come through and it just speaks to me. Like I really want to own it. I want it to be mine. That's how I felt when I saw Vincent Pompetti, who's coming to Sorcery Con 2026 in Indy. Amazing from France. I really wanted Severin to come. I wanted, because they're kind of like a tag team. They go to a lot of shows together. I was really hoping they could both come, but they could not. But when this one came through, I was like, man, I really wish I could own that Witherwing. It's a really iconic piece. It was unique. It sold pretty well, too. It did pretty well. Understandably, because it's amazing. Mendoza is what's happening when I eat too much of my mom's lasagna. What does that even mean? Miadoza? All right, the Blasted Oak. No foils yet. No foils. No foils, no curios. All whammies. 61 people. We lost about 20 people. They just wanted to hear about the marketplace. They wanted to see Dustin. They wanted the painting. Oh, the orb. The orb, I didn't sell the orb. I was thinking of something else. I sold the Tower of Babel. Again, one I should have just bought. Every once in a blue moon, I do just buy it, but I usually just offer it. Did I miss entering? Yeah, over the past like excuse me. Over the past like 3 to 6 months, I did all the opportunities to enter the contest. It would have been too difficult to do in real time. Oh, beautiful Occult Ritual by Lindsay Crummett. Great artist. She's been in all 3 sets. Boss Troll. Always check the trolls. I sold the Grapple Shot painting too. This is another one. When I saw this in person, dude, Alan Pollock's work. I own the alternate art sorcerer the sorcerer avatar that Alan Pollock did for Alpha. Ended up being a promo card. But I don't have it displayed behind me right now. But he does immaculate, amazing work. All right, come on, Mendoza. The Crown Prince. We just auctioned this sample card. Remember, guys? The only one in the world. All right, so you hit a bunch of uniques, but it looks like no foils. No foils yet off the top of the box. And it's not a sticker box. There's that sticker box theory out there that you guys talk about. All right, so redacted. I gotta remember to here. Let me make a note to myself because my box shuffled. I gotta say check redacted. Foil hits. I gotta go dig that up. There's a shuffle situation. No one knows what I'm talking about except me right now. This is what the live shows are like. This is what the breaks are like. I do breaks. Collector House Patreon supporters get a very significant discount on those. But everyone's welcome to if you want to do alpha breaks. I try to do it weekly. I have a Friday night live show, and it's a lot of fun. Jari Alexander. All right, man. Oh, wait a second. Did I forget? See, I already forgot to put Mendoza's card in there. Let me see if... All right, it dries out relatively quick. I shouldn't really mess around and test it. All right, so we got Jari Alexander. Isn't it Alexander? I'm just going to put Jaris Alex Ande because I'm not sure. But I know I've seen him on Facebook a bunch. All right, guys. All right, Jari. Jari for 5. Probably butchering his name. And I can't even read what the card says. I almost forgot to write it in the cat book. All right, so we got 5 alpha for Jari. Who knows this guy? Jari Alexander. I wonder if he lives in the U.S. Everyone's on the wheel, even if it's international. I might get crushed on shipping for this venture. This little alpha pack break venture. All right, so we're gonna do 5, 5, 5. So we're doing middle row now. We did left row last time. Maybe that was the problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead of doing a cross. So I'll do 5 left, 5 middle, 5 right side of the box. And then we'll start doing a cross. Left to right. All right, Jari. See what you got going on here. Oh, first foil the box. All right, so we got Sneak Thief by the great Jeff Easley. And we have the Melissa Benson Beautiful Lava Salamander. I sold this original painting. You know how? Melissa Benson, to my knowledge, has not sold any of her original paintings except Eric owns Screaming Skull, and I'm not sure if he owns any others, but this original painting was part of the collector tier. So 24 backers in the Kickstarter received an original painting, and this was one that somebody received, and I auctioned for them. That lighting's working out really well on that foil. Greatest foils in TCGs, Sorcery Contested Realm. Hand-designed by Eric and his team. Really incredibly well done. All right, Jari. So, first foil. Now, cold foil. He doesn't buy paintings, to my knowledge. I don't think he owns any paintings. It was, I don't remember who it was. Actually, I think I do remember who it was. But it was like several years ago. So it actually went cheap. Like if I tried to auction that today, it would crush. Because it's a Benson and it's impossible to get Melissa's work. And because she's an iconic, legendary artist. Very high demand. So, and it's a beautiful painting. It just looks awesome. It's so colorful. Just like her work always is. It really pops and it's beautiful to display. So, Bostrel. Second foil. Did I miss it? Oh yeah, that was the second foil. You guys threw me off. I thought I actually missed it or something. All right, let's go another foil. Curse broken. All right, guys. Oh, Vasily. I've been talking to Vasily lately. Great guy, man. So I'm gonna be working with Vasily to offer his Gothic original paintings. And he has several from Gothic that he's going to be able to offer, but it's probably going to be like a few months until that happens. So I know people have been reaching out. A lot of people are interested in that chapel piece that he did from Gothic. It's beautiful. That's probably one of my favorites in Alpha. All right, so how am I going to do this? We might get a little marker on the back, so I'll make sure it's not like a top card for those when that happens. All right, so we got Jari. We're going to go back to the wheel. Someone else going to win some alpha. Any of his prints still left? Oh, yeah. Actually, Tim, I do have a few of his prints. Let me see what I got left. Steve Lewis. And Steve's in my Patreon. So thank you, Steve, for the support. Appreciate it, man. All right, so 5 alpha for Steve Lewis. Steve actually participates in the breaks sometimes. So I do alpha breaks and sample pack breaks when I can find them. If you guys have sample packs, please reach out to me. I've opened probably almost 40 sample packs on the channel. Let me be clutch here, right on the thing, Steve Lewis. So don't forget to do that. Steve Lewis. A name I can pronounce. No problem. Nailed that one. Nailed it. Let that air out a little bit. I don't know if Steve's on tonight or not. All right, guys. So we're going to remove that from the wheel. We're going to do one of these. All right. So they do have some. See, these are signed. This one was kind of funny because I think he just kind of made a mistake on this one. Sometimes people frame to the border of the paint anyway. But he signed it here in the margin. And this one's kind of upside down. He must have just had it upside down when he wrote his name on it. Sees Vasily Ermolayev. All right. So I got Fae City from Arthurian Legends. Oh, we still have a Reaper. I thought I sold out of the Reapers. So we got a Grim Reaper from Alpha. There's a signature on the bottom. These are all large and nice size too. Really nice quality paper. Oh, another Grim Reaper. All right, so I got 2 Reapers. Let's see. There's some bending on the fringe there, so you'd probably want to frame it to the border anyway on these. If anyone's interested, I'll give you good pictures so you can kind of see. But I think that kind of happened in shipping a little bit. 3 Reapers. And then this guy. This beautiful beast. There's only, 2 of these guys? All right, so 2 of those. What was this one called again? I'm blanking on the name now. Was it White Deer or something like that? So the deer from Arthurian Legends. When you're from upstate New York, you can't pronounce that word deer. Deer or dare? I dare you to dare? I dare you to shoot the dare? No, yeah, White Hart. That's it. White Stag. Is it White Stag or White Hart? White Hart. White Hart. The stag is the Severin Pinot piece in Gothic, actually. A nice light piece for Gothic. So yeah, those are the you could see I got a public post in my Patreon, I think, on what the price of those were. Or you could just hit me up after the show, I could let you know. All right, wrong way. Definitely the wrong way. I don't know why I somehow, for some reason, I forgot I was going to say something about this or show these, the first edition pre-con decks. So this is the pretty interesting because I was talking about sample cards, right? These sample pre-con decks are extremely rare. There's only like, as far as we know, a handful sent out to early supporters or people that Eric reached out to help promote and create awareness for the game. And I ended up buying these from somebody. I was able to acquire this from somebody, and then also the pre-con decks that Eric made himself in New Zealand and gave to Red Zone Rogue, which are really special. I wrote a great article about that on collectorarthouse.com recently. But within this box, there's still 2 sealed decks and 2 opened, right? Because the content creator opened a couple and showcased it. But there's 2 sealed pre-con decks in here, which to our knowledge, and very probably, are the only 2 sealed left in the world. So that's really cool and special. I'm not going to give that away today. Sorry. And then I got, from being a top backer of the Avatar of the Realm tier, I have this alpha. I got 4 of these, and they're signed by Eric there in this awesome gold pen. So there's some special things. I want to point that out because a lot of, if you guys are new to the channel or new to my content, I do a ton of historical research, early development research, and I have like a massive collection of early playtest cards, early development cards, sample cards, these really like high-end, high-tier, Grail tier like items. Sample packs. I have sample packs that are tagged like with stickers and detailing and differently for different regions of the world. I have a complete set of all those and all kinds of cool stuff. And I showcase those on my live events, some of my recorded content and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in the history of the game, you might find that fun to hear some of that stuff. Or check out my lives when I talk about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steve Lewis. All right, Steve. You paid a measly 25 grand fake currency points, Vin Propane, for the Vasily painting that you haven't given to me yet. You still owe me that one, pal. All right. Did anyone go and sign up for the Trusted Games Marketplace? So we were playing with some names like Secure Global Marketplace, which I thought was like, it rolled nicely. SGM, Secure Global Marketplace. But it sounded like I was talking, I won't say who it was, but I was talking to someone and they're like, Mike, that sounds very corporate, almost like a stock exchange. And I was like, well, I like investing in the stock market. It's kind of funny. So maybe it's like a Freudian type thing in my mind. But so we changed it and we wanted the element of security, but trust is like a more welcoming, like common term, right? Casual. We trust each other, right? It's a fundamental aspect of a marketplace. And then you have, but trust, but verify, right? Trust, but verify. It's verified. There's integrations that automate the verification. It's very thorough. As Steve described, in the first handful of people, we caught an alt account. We eradicated that immediately. So there's that. We want trusted games because what do you sell in the marketplace? Game items. We couldn't say cards. We played with like Secure Card Market or Trusted Game Marketplace or Trusted Card Marketplace, Card Market, things like that. But there's more than cards. There's gonna be art, right? I'm gonna be able to auction off art for you guys through consignment. So that'll be another trusted middleman benefit because I've been doing that for many years and I'm trusted in the community. And people send me those first and I offer them. So there's that implicit middleman authenticity benefit that everyone benefits from. No shenanigans. You don't have to worry about throwing 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 20, 25,000 plus for the original elemental avatars into the wind and hoping it shows up. You know I will get it to you securely and quickly. All right, no foils for Steve yet. I mean, at least it was free, buddy. At least it was free. Trust me, bro. Market. Is that a good one there, Noble? So did you guys sign up? How's it? What's the numbers there, Noble? I know you ended up signing up. All right, Steve. It was a bust. You got the Violent. That's like a $3 card last I checked. So it was a tough one, pal. No foils. Maybe the foils are in the middle row. So we're going to go left to right to kind of diversify these a little bit. How many people... Oh, you signed up? How many people are... Lady Liberty, thank you. How many people are in the marketplace now? Should be like over 100, I think. Not bad for initial debut. Locked in $20 annual paid tier. Oh, Dan Mitchum's in there. Steve K. Oh, shit. Who is that? Why does... Oh, it must be someone from Patreon. Why? Because like if it was someone that like did the Facebook thing. Oh, wait a second. That might be Philo Cards from Patreon. Steve K. I'll go verify and double check that. But that might be Philo. Maybe he didn't want to give me his full name. Who is Steve K? Everyone's like giving up his like full real name now. All right, I guess it's Philo Cards from the Patreon roll. You rolled. I rolled a Patreon guy. So we'll go left to right for you, Steve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Steve, you know, he put out like a spicy video the other day. He wasn't really trying to like poke anybody in the eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He openly admits that he like says certain things or like does certain thumbnails and little bits and memes and stuff to kind of stir it up and shake things up and get people excited and stuff. It's like a marketing strategy, right? That's how you get the views. That's the right way to do YouTube, really, right? People complain about clickbait. Oh, this is clickbait. Well, no shit. Like clickbait is marketing 101, right? It gets people in the door to at least watch your content. And then if they actually enjoy what you have to say, then your subscriber base grows and then they actually enjoy your content. They're like, oh, this guy really isn't a jerk. He's got some interesting things to say, or he's like an expert on some aspect. Me, I just do live content, so nobody signs up. You know, I don't clickbait people. I just do live shows, live improv. So some people love it, and other people are like, there's no way in hell, Mike, I'm watching a freaking 3-hour live event every Friday night. Just worried I heard kids lurking. In other words, gaslighting? What does that mean? I don't know if he's talking... Oh, the Elementalist. So I auctioned that one for Elvira, but for charity years ago. Super generous. And then actually came back around and was resold. Play the ring. Don't ban the ring. Play the ring. Captain B, another unique. Yeah, we're hitting a lot of great unique non-foils at least. Iceberg. But not the Curio. And a foil. I wonder if it's those middle packs. The Spectral Stalker. It's just an ordinary, but it's the great Jeff Easley. I was honored to work with Jeff Easley, offering a few of his artist proofs for auction. It's really another like pinch me moment. The great legendary Rodney Matthews. Unbelievable to connect with him, even to just talk to him. Oh, the Grim Reaper. There's a banger. Then we got a Kyle paint. Oh, is it Kyle? Updraft Ridge. The amazing Kyle Calazans. Kyle Calazans and his wife Vivian. Incredible artists. They did their first appearance recently at an LGS in Brazil. And they had beautiful thing, right, guys? I talk about how I want to create awareness for artists. So I really started like showcasing Vivian Calazans. And we offer her altars pretty frequently, usually like one per week. I don't have any currently, but she's going to send me some new ones she's been working on. But it creates awareness for her. So they invited Kyle to come out and Vivian. And Vivian was signing cards, right? And she and Kyle collaborate on altars, sometimes on his artist proofs. He'll do like, he'll paint the blank backside and then Vivian will alter the front side, which is really a fun, amazing concept. Did PC just get mucked? What does that even mean? What does that term even mean? I must be out of touch with modern lingo. The Raidness Titan. It used to be called Highland Titan in the pre-alpha days. And they changed it to Raidness. from Rayclast. That is a throwback to, I don't know why I looked at that back of that violin. It's a throwback to Path of Exile, which was, I forgot to marker his thing. Steve K. Steve K. It's going to be all greased up now. All right. All right, guys. Sorry if I was whipping that in front of the screen. All right, we got a few more rolls left for the wheel, and then we'll do some playmat giveaways. And I don't know. We've only been going 2 hours. The night is young. We can do at least 3. I know you guys want to do 3. The guest. Dude, he's going to be coming, I think, from France to the Gaste, maybe. He's going to be coming from France, I believe, to Sorcery Con. So maybe I won't even have to mail these to France. I could just bring them for him next month. I'll have to hit up the guest afterwards. All right, so let me write him in. I got to write about him in the cat book, for one. 5 alpha for the Gaste. And, all right, that's it. And then we got to marker up one of these bad boys for the Gast. Maybe I can dodge some international shipping on this one. Just see the man in person. That'd be good stuff. I'd love to. Sucking down some marker now. I'm already a little verklempt for the neoprene. All right, the guest. All right, watch it be some other Steve. I gotta research what Steve K's are in my Patreon. That probably came from Patreon because, like I say, if it was a Facebook person, it would have been their full name. I don't think anyone's like Steve K on Facebook. If it was Discord person, it probably would have been like some goof name, like Stevia K, the sugar alternative. All right. Steve Kane. Oh, wait. 3, 4, 5 packs. Sniff that marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the guest. Let me put it over there. Because when I mix mangle these cards later, I'm gonna have to remember who it was. Oh, by the way, Ed Bear Jr. was on earlier. I was gonna show this. So there's a guy out in the UK doing these awesome frames. You see? Why did it get dark in here all of a sudden? Is it dark? Maybe I gotta angle these lights a little better. I might have botched this. It looks bright to me, but the overhead's getting some darkness. It's like brighter over here. But anyway, you see this? It says Collector Art House. It has a house up there. He just did these frames. Really high quality, too. Really nice. So it's a full foil Dragon Lord from the Dragon Lord mini set. It fits a top loader in there. And you actually see there's some extra space. These are some early prototypes. He actually fixed that, so it's a more clean fit. But we had Ed Bear Jr. on praising Dustin Brossard earlier, which was really nice. And then we have Leo. Let me show you Leo, guys. In the spirit of the marketplace, just straight buy, sell, trade, transaction, we have Leo. Smothering Tithe. It's the only Magic card that I've bought in the past, 20, 30 years. I don't know. Maybe, has Magic been around for 30 years? Or 25? Maybe it was closer to 20 years. 25, maybe. But there you have, there's Leo. So let's let him chill for this one. We'll let Leo hang out for the gas break. Oh, and that's Z's, by the way. That's actually Z's, the mascot of Australia. He is the face of Australia and a spirit animal of us all. An inspiration to us all. Maybe I should have put that on the border of the heraldic shield. Could have had Z's on the shield. But it's a serious marketplace. We're not screwing around in there. Maybe I didn't know you could do this banner thing. Maybe I'll do a banner in the Collector Art House Discord with Z's on it. That'd be solid. That would really lift our spirits daily as we're in there talking sorcery 24/7. Over 30 what? What are we talking about now? What are we talking about? We're going to ban someone? Is that right? Is that right, Dan? All right. There's the Pudge Pack art. Oh! The Candlemass monks. Our beautiful little monks. I've always loved that artwork. So what I did is I bought that painting instantly. See that one? The Candlemass monks. There it is. The original painting. There's some Gothic boxes back there, too. We could open one later. Let me know if you want to open Gothic later. Maybe let's open a box for fun. They're not my boxes, so I can't give them away. I picked them up for a guy in Europe. I'm going to open them and send him the cards. Could give away the bulk, technically. Because you said just send him the hits and stuff. All right, so Boss Troll? Not the Curio, though. $47 pull? Damn. Noble's got the facts. Spitting straight facts. $47 winner. Good job. Yeah, what are alpha boxes? Around 900 something on TCG Player right now. So around let's call it like close to a grand. We got an original painting tonight. We have some playmats. Playmats you could buy on the Patreon. Oh, I do have some dice too. Anybody need some dice? I was gonna. Should I open this? I don't want to open it up, but these are like token dice. Fights 2 games, right? So it's a store up in upstate New York. I always got to support upstate New York. Somewhere on there, does just one of them say the store name? I could have swore one of the. Oh, there you go. So on the side, can you see that? Can you guys see that at all? Nah. Maybe if I hold the right side of the die. It's a die, technically. I don't know. There's a logo there. You can't really see it. The lighting sucks. Haven't figured it out yet. But Fight 2 games, these are token dice. And I got like 4 packs of these. He gave me at the Courtesan Cup to like showcase and give away to people. So I don't know. If I could fit them in, I might just throw those in randomly instead of rolling them. I don't know. It's weird to just mail somebody some dice. All right, guys. So what are we doing here? We got to go back to the wheel and give it a spin. You love those dice? Are you Lady Liberty? You from Flights 2 area, upstate New York? Bills fan? Beautiful. There and Josh. Oh, Jesse Anderson. In fact. All right, Jesse Anderson. Who knows Jesse Anderson? Anybody? So one of these Australian guys, maybe? I spelled alpha with 2 P's. You hate to see it. You hate to see something like that. All right. Jesse Anderson. Spin me around. It's a little creepy. Not going to lie. I feel slightly violated, Dan. But I expect nothing less from you. So we're going to party with our Lord. And here's the thing. Also, if you're in Collector Art House Patreon, one of the perks of Sorcery Con is after parties. One of the perks of any event that I go to is Collector Art House Patreon after parties. So we just went to SCG Baltimore, and I revealed, I forgot to put one of those other paintings on display, the Brahm. We had the Brahm original. Oh, Jesse, what's up? Is that Jesse Anderson? Astral Jesse? So we went to Fogo de Chao with like 20, no. We had like in the range of, we had like 12 to 15 people. Ed Bear Jr. graced us with his presence. The Barish brothers were there. By the way, it reminds me, someone was asking about the Barish brothers, if they're going to be at Sorcery Con. And I think they might. I think they are going to come. I got to like reach out and confirm. So here we go, Jesse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. People do often ask me, like, is Barish going to have an acrylic case for Dragonlord? The answer is yes. Is Barish going to have an acrylic case for Gothic? The answer is yes. Where are those cases? On a boat somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When will they be here? Any day now. Hopefully soon. Hopefully before Sorcery Con. And maybe they could bring some to Sorcery Con. I think they were talking about maybe driving there and bringing some inventory. Worst case scenario, that you could always take orders or order online from the amazing Barish Bros. Twin brothers, those Barish brothers. One of them actually got engaged. I don't know, man. His girlfriend's pretty awesome, so he's probably making a good decision. Pelly, what's up? What did you miss, Pelly? So he just got engaged. I thought he was already married somehow. I had to be honest. I actually thought he was. But, you know, I don't listen good, and I don't read good. So, he probably told me and I forgot. All right, Jesse. Good luck here, pal. Thanks for tuning into the show. Ooh, the Hounds. Always thought that was a pretty awesome artwork. Francesca Barral was a big time artist in Alpha. I was shocked she was not in the Arthurian Legends set, and I was overjoyed that she's back with some amazing artwork in Gothic because she's awesome. Oh, the Old Salt Anchorman. Old Salt. All right. No Curio. We got the quarrelsome cabals. The warring politicians in UK Parliament is who that was inspired by. And guess what? Alan Pollock is returning for SorceryCon. Did you notice that many artists are returning for SorceryCon? Oh, Chris, what's up, man? Congratulations on the engagement. I thought you were already married. I actually own that original painting. I forgot to get it out. It's in the other room. Congrats, dude. Did you hear? Did you understand my my joke on your post about Legends of the Fall? Did you understand that? Thought it was a pretty good joke. I had a good laugh with myself. Oh, you're going, Jesse? Nice, dude. Looking forward to seeing you there, pal. Don't forget about the Collector Art House after party. We're probably gonna have, you know, Mikhail Nagy Paul. He hits me up the other day. He's like, Mike, I'm really looking forward to Sorcery. I wished him a Happy New Year. He's like, Happy New Year. I was like, dude, I can't believe SorceryCon's next month. Freaking excited. And he was like, yes. He's like, I hope there's a Balboa room, like in Vegas. That was a breakout room where we have Collector Art House after parties where we go to another room and we have Chick-fil-A and a variety of alcoholic beverages for the adults. And we're going to be doing that again in SorceryCon Indianapolis for the Collector Art House Patreon supporters. So if you're going, join us. He was like, I want the chicken and the drinks. Nick Gow. All right, Nick Gow. Cat book for Nick. All right, Nick. Good luck, buddy. Nick was in talking in Collector Art House Patreon earlier today. I mean, not in the Collector Art House Discord. So I know he was around earlier. I don't know if he's on right now. How's the live going? It's going good, man. Who's that girl you've been hanging out with, Ivan? Is that your new old lady, or is that like your sister? I saw you were traveling with your sister. Frogman wants to know. He's like, Mike, who's this girl that's hanging out with Ivan? I was like, I don't know, man. He said something about being in an airport with his sister. Nick's and the old lady. Maybe. I'm probably getting him in trouble right now. I don't know. All right, Nick Gow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that leaves us with 4 packs left. So the last person is going to win 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Girlfriend from SorceryCon last year. Oh, you worked things out? Oh, yeah. I thought she looked familiar. I met her at SorceryCon last year. Well, good for you, man. Congrats on working it out. You'd think Frogman would remember that, too. He was there. He probably saw her. I think I joked about... I remember busting your chops in front of her. You came by, and I was like, how do you tolerate this nerd? You know? Are you having a good time, or are you just following this guy around playing children's card games? Disenchant. Solid, Nick. That's a classic. Why are you tolerating this nerd? I don't know. I forgot what she said. I think she just smiled and said, like, please get me out of this horrific scene. That's at least that's the vibe I felt on the inside. I think she said she was having fun doing her own thing or something like that. Oh, she's a nerd? All right, that explains it then. You guys coming to Indy, Ivan? SorceryCon? Guys, you need to buy your SorceryCon tickets, book a room at the convention center, and come have the time of your life. I'm going to be on I'm probably going to be doing some appearances talking about Sorcery Con, but I can tell you guys it's freaking like out of this world. It's the greatest sorcery event. It's huge. There's so many artists, so many people, so many events, play events to participate in, from beginner experience level, learn to play, all the way up to more competitive and casual. Like some of the players are really good, but they're cool guys. You know, they're welcoming of new players too, and you could be at any skill level to participate in any event, and you might win. It's a JavaScript error I keep getting. I don't know, Paco. We tried to clean that up, didn't work. Actually, the room block did fill up, so I think the room's like maybe $20 more a night or something like that. We may or may not be able to get more rooms, but it's kind of like a risk. Every time we open and extend it, we're going to be left holding the bag if it doesn't sell out. It's like a firm commitment from our end as the organizers. So we got a reasonable amount and it filled up. So we'll see. I don't know. You should probably just lock it in, guys, at this point. Don't even screw around. The event's like 6 or 7 weeks out. Do not miss Sorcery Con. It's the biggest mistake of your life to miss it. It's going to be freaking epic. It always is. Emmett Stokes, baby, is the last winner of Alpha tonight for 4 packs. Emmett Stokes for 4 Alpha. All right. Good guy, Emmett Stokes. All right, a bunch of Patreon guys won tonight. Which kind of makes sense. Because there's a bunch of guys in Patreon. There's a lot of names on the wheel, though. Could have went any old way. Maybe it's Emmett. Is it Emmett or Emmett? Emmett Stokes. I've only known one Emmett in my life, I think. Stokes would be the second. Went to like high school with one, maybe. And he ended up going to my college, too, I believe. Penn State. Penn State's where I went to college, guys. That's why I'm so smart. It's where I got real smart, except with technology. I can't do anything technical. Nothing. Savage Knuckler hits the wheel. Oh, you're right. It is the Knuckler. It is the Savage Knuckler in Discord. Major Explosion by Sudlow. The legendary Tony Sudlow. All right, Knuckler. We got to get Leo out of here. Guy's a big jinx. It's bringing us no luck today. Let's do the Philosopher's Stone Alpha Artist Proof for good luck instead. Let's see if it brings us any magic. There's no way I went to college. I got the street smarts there, Shadow. I don't need to be doing anything technical. This is what I got guys like Steve for. And admins, great admins, moderators. It takes a team, man. It takes a team. I'm the art guy, marketing guy, community guy. I'm going to bring the people together into a secure marketplace so we can all buy, sell, trade with confidence of not getting scammed or bullied or harassed or screwed around with nonsense in these chat channels where people talk about it's been overrun, some of these forums, with just straight nonsense, toxicity, cultish, like cliquish behavior, I should say. Maybe cult is too strong. Cliquish at best. So we're going to clean it up and we're going to have a nice, fun, or serious business-related buy, sell, trade. That's what it is. It's a marketplace. It's not a social club. It's not a chat room. All right, guys. That was the Alpha box, and we got, like an Elite or two? The hell kind of box was that? I mean, there's a silver lining there, guys, that it was completely free, and we didn't blow that one on a box break. Oh, I wanted to show this little gadget, too. Look at this thing. People love this. I posted a video short on Instagram of this. Check this out. So, I just butchered it. All right, so it's a magnet. If you open it the right way, this doesn't happen. I opened it the wrong way, and it did happen. But you got all these little token guys, right? And as legend has it, these were half size, and there's a miscommunication or confusion with the printer, and they made it half size twice, and it became quarter size. And they realized that that's actually more practical when you're playing on the grid, because when you got a card like an Atlas Sight down and you put a token on it, now you can still see the card. If it was half size, it would take up like half the card, right? Obscure half the card. Or imagine full size would be a real disaster. So ended up working out. So you got this token holder. It's got these magnetic openings, and then it's got this top area for your rubble. And I think that's all there is to it. You see the slots for the rubble, and then for the tokens, and then you just line it up. I got to line it up with the rubble. When you line it up, boom. Nice tight magnets, and there you have it. You got him labeled. He was going to update the design, I think, for the new types of tokens that are out. But just thought I'd show that fun little thing. I don't know. Maybe I'll just give this away to somebody. What am I going to do with this thing? I'm going to give it away right now. I'm going to give it away. It's going to give it away. It's going to be a pain in the ass to ship, though. How would I even ship that? It's going to be a goofy sized box. I'm creating a lot of work for myself all of a sudden. But whatever. You got to do it. Got to do it. Giving this away right now. Here we go. Keel. Just kidding. It's another. Oh, Christopher Lee. Chris Lee. All right. So token thing for Christopher Lee. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to ship that one halfway around the world now. I don't know. Maybe that was a big mistake. Maybe I'll give him some dice too with that. All right. What else should we give away here, guys? Put it on the new marketplace. Gagamonte. All right, guys. Maybe we should have shuffled a few times. So let's do some playmats, right? Got some playmats here. Let me show the playmats again. So you guys can buy these at Collector Art House Patreon. You do not have to be a Patreon member, but did I mention this earlier? If you are in any of the paid tiers for Patreon, you get a $5 discount on every mat. And the lowest pledge amount is $5. So you get one mat, it pays for Patreon for a month. You get several, it pays for many months. Or you can sign up at a higher tier. So we got one with the logo and one without. You got the beautiful elemental avatars. You got the Philosopher's Stone without the avatar. Key Thera mechanism. Pretty good little artwork. There's the original painting. And a Bower of Bliss. Bower of Bliss. If you don't have a speech impediment. You want to lock in my hair, Vinny? You got to rip it off of my face. I could give you some of my eyebrow. I meant to get them waxed today, but I ran out of time. All of a sudden, I had to go to Billy B's with the kids. Billy B's. All right, guys. So look at this. Let's do a. This is wrapped up right here. This is a single player playmat with the Art House logo. So let's give one of those a whirl. See what happens here. Collector Art House logo. Cat book. All right, playmat. I'm going to do playmats on this side. Playmat. Garrett Rattini. Philo Stone with logo. For the Spaghetti Man. Garrett Rattini. Just insulted his entire family lineage in one stream. All right, so you got the Philo Stone playmat one with Collector Art House logo. And let's go with Elemental Avatars next. Who will win? Do you guys want to open, in the meantime, do you guys want to open Gothic tonight? Open a box of Gothic? We got to go at least 3 hours. At least 3. For the love of God. Who wants to open Gothic? All right, someone's going to win one of these amazing Elemental Avatars. Let me get the cat book ready. So we're going to do playmat avatars. 4. I got the art book. Give that bad boy a spin. You want to open up Gothic? 100%? 100%? I don't know if anybody even answered the question. Kevmo. Kevmo wins it. Kevy Rodriguez. The original gerbil mustache man. So we'll probably see, I imagine we'll see him at Sorcery Con with this man at all times. Or boy, I should say boy. He's not quite a man yet. That's the problem. He's aspiring. He has aspirational dreams for manhood, but he rocks this like small gerbil right above the upper lip. That's the thing. If you guys want to bust chops and tell quality jokes like Gerbil Lip, Kevmo, you do that at Collector House Discord. If you want to go to a marketplace, you're just gonna buy, you're gonna sell, or you're gonna trade. We're not gonna talk about Gerbil Lips or anything like that. So Kevmo is the big winner tonight. Philo Stone, no Collector Art House logo. No logo. All right, so we're gonna do Philo Stone mat with no logo. I'm gonna do a lot of shipping this weekend. Kiss the kids goodbye. Philo Stone, no logo. Get that logo out of here. All right. Gerbil Lip McGee is off of the wheel. Anyone can win now. It's anyone's game. I'm showcasing my own bullying. That's why I got to eliminate myself and my antics from the marketplace there, Noble. Greg Gilmore gets it. All right, Greg. Congrats, buddy. Greg Gilmore. So his Discord name is probably Billy Joel Osborne or something like that. I don't know. I can never correlate it. Billy Joe Armstrong is his real name on Discord. It's actually the fake name. All right, so he won the Philo Stone with no Collector Art House logo. Now we have ourselves a Keith Era mechanism. Again, you could buy any of these. You just buy them, or you could win them for free if you get lucky. Join the Collector Art House Patreon, or just go on there and place an order at the free tier if you want to pay full price. Sign up for Patreon if you want to save $5 per mat. I should list it at the... Oh, did I list it at the marketplace? I need to list it in Trusted Games marketplace. Did I? Maybe I did list it. I think I did list it, actually. You can go to Trusted Games. Oh, Justin Bros. What's up, bros? What up, bros? All right, Keith Era. Good on you, pal. All right, Keith Era. Mech. Playmat. For Justin Bros. All right, man. Uh-oh. I'm getting scammed right now? Oh, okay. Why did I just get a shipping charge? It's odd. It's a little odd. It's got charged for shipping. Well, maybe I shipped something. Did I ship something earlier? I shipped a painting earlier. Was that it? It's got charged for shipping for something. For American Express. All right, Justin. All right, guys. Bower of Bliss. Let's get serious here. Doing giveaways. Bower of Bliss, 7 P&L. Playmat, single player. Back to the wheel of names. Oh, you know what? I got another thing here on the floor. We'll do that next. I'll take Frog Boy with teriyaki. Yeah, sorry, Big Dog. We did B-Dog. We did you got on the wheel through the Collector House Patreon. All of them are on IWAS. All of them are on by default. And then also I did a lot of like community engagement type things, like invite someone to the Collector House community group because we were trying to get to the 6K milestone. We did a show pictures of yourself at Gen Con because I had extreme FOMO that I couldn't go to Gen Con. And plus I wanted to promote awareness for what a convention is like, what going to an event is like, what Gen Con's like, but more broadly, what any kind of community event is like. So people did that. I said, post it on the Sorcery community Facebook group and use like this hashtag Gen Con community or Sorcery community to draw awareness for Sorcery or Sorcery TCG. So when people see Sorcery TCG hashtag on Facebook, they'd see people at conventions having a good time, great awareness for the game. We did things like that, right? And that's how people got on the wheel. All right, so what did he just win? The Bower of Bliss? Bower of Bliss for IWAS. It'll be fun trying to figure out everybody's shipping address. We'll spend a month shipping this stuff out. All right, so we're going to good old double player. Oh, this was an old design concept that Seven had sold. Oh, no. This is our collaboration because it has my logo on the left and hers on the right. The two-player is amazing, guys. All right, so IWAS. All right, guys, we're going to open Gothic, I think, next. See that two-player? It's kind of off the screen a little bit, but all right, we got the stone in the middle. Please do support Jonka once again. You guys joined late. Amazing artist. Someone tonight. Let's check the cat book. someone tonight, Tim Fandry, won the Jonka painting. Amazing, beautiful Jonka painting. You got that, Mad Noble? Yeah, the 2-player mats are sick. Noble's using my mats. He's using my Amex card to ship. All right, guys. Let's open some Gothic. What did he tell me too? He said you don't have to. I think I had too much caffeine, guys. I feel like my eyeballs are going to explode out of my dome. What playmat should we use for the? Anyone have a playmat preference for the Gothic opening? I feel like my eyeballs are going to explode. Well, we got screwed on the axe tool, so we're going to go old school Chinatown butterfly knife for this Gothic box opening. The bed calls. All right, Gygax. See you later, pal. This butterfly knife is probably older than me, so it still cuts. Still cuts. Ping! I used it to cut my Billy B's wristband off earlier today. Worked like a dream, actually. Second void? Void the void. Print resolution looks good. All right, now I'm gonna try to enjoy the chat a little bit more now. Now that the pressure's off, we got through. Am I forgetting anything? Let's recap the video. Let's recap what we did tonight, guys. So, all right, we opened a show with Dustin Brossard. We announced that he's been officially commissioned for. Oh, what are the playmat options? We have Philosopher's Stone, Bower of Bliss, Key Theorem Mechanism, and the elemental avatars, the 4 elemental avatars design concept. They're all available in single player and 2-player. Just go to Collector Art House Patreon. It's a public post. You can just go to Patreon and search for Collector Art House and you'll find the post. It's a public post, so you'll be able to see it. What was I talking about, guys? The recap of the show. I got to stop looking at chat. It's distracting. All right. We had Dustin Brossard on. He announced he's been commissioned for Legend CCG, which is a CCG. The guy has Josh Dog. You guys know him from the Sorcery community, early adopter. He's creating his own TCG, and he's commissioned over 100 paintings in 2025. So a serious commitment to original art, which I love. So I'm going to support that project and draw awareness for it because it's going to help the art industry, and that's what I'm passionate about. That's what I want to do. Oh, this is what you guys said, void and void? Here's the void and then the void sticker. Good point. It just clicked. All right, so we did that. And then Steve from Philosopher Cards came on, and we introduced the... that's the Elvira Shakarova painting. We introduced the Trusted Games Marketplace, TGM, on Discord. It launched tonight, live. Annual subscription base for paid sellers, $19.99 lifetime cost for the first 100 paid seller signups. After that, $36 a year. So it's like $3, literally $3 a month. Very cheap. It's nothing. $36 is your earnings on like one deal, right? So like if you sell a few times a year, it pays for itself, right? And you want to support the Discord. Me and Steve, we financed this thing, the setup of this thing. We boosted the freaking Discord to the moon. He's like, Mike, we need to boost this to the moon to get all these tools, these integrated tools for top high-end maximum security and screening of scammers and alt accounts and all this nonsense. And I was like, no problem. Where do I do that? He taught me about boosting. And he's like, you got to boost this thing like 10 times. I was like, all right, how? I did that. He told me and I did it. And he did the same thing. So it's been boosted 1 billion times. At least 1 billion. It's got all the features. And he really set this thing up really nice. We got some very reputable moderators who are going to be salaried paid moderators. Be paid for their service. and which means they're going to take it seriously and they're going to be motivated to make sure that people are compliant with the rules and that they field issues with the tickets, and it's going to be a real clean marketplace where you guys can transact securely. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be not fun. It's not for fun. I don't know why. I just by default I want to have fun. It's going to be straight buy, sell, trade. No chat room channels. We did decide to open a chat room channel initially to be able to field questions if people are confused about how verification works, how to opt in as how to get the paid seller role once you've signed up for the annual subscription. So things like that, just to help you guys get oriented. And so we did that. We introduced that concept. We talked about how we're not trying to compete with people or usurp other things. You guys have like choices. You could leverage many of the marketplaces. I mean, as sellers, they list all over the place. I do the same thing. So you got options, right? But if you want secure transaction, it's going to be, I believe, the most secure place you could possibly buy, sell, trade. It'll have my auction service. If you guys, through consignment, if you guys want to sell any kind of original art, alters, artist proofs, paintings, original paintings, if you need to sell those, I will auction those, and I will mirror the auction across the Trusted Games Marketplace, the Sorcery Community Facebook group, and the Collector Art House Discord. So you can have reach of at least 8,000 people before we even have a single member on Trusted Games. And then as Trusted Games grows, you're gonna have all the people in that marketplace too that can bid there. And I will mirror those across all the different things. And it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great service that we need in Sorcery as the game booms and grows and more people come in, opportunists come in trying to take advantage of us, tight-knit community. We're not gonna allow it. We're not gonna have it. We're gonna try to prevent it as best as we possibly can. And we're not gonna have subjective moderation where there's like chat rooms, and if someone's like harassing or slandering or bullying somebody, you got to get a panel of people to all weigh in and be like, it wasn't that bad, or maybe it wasn't like quite deliberate. We're not going to have any of that nonsense because there's going to be no chat room. We don't need a chat room in a marketplace. So your protection as a human being who doesn't want to be bullied, harassed, slandered, you don't even have to worry about that because it's not going to happen. It's not even structured in a way that it's possible, which is wonderful. Very refreshing in my mind. All right. The Rowdy Boys are here. Right out of the gate. We got the Rowdy Boys are here. All right, so wait a second. I got to send him the uniques. So we got the Doom Dillum. Oh, Dilmum by Brahm. And then we got the Rowdy Boys. So he said, Mike, send me the uniques, the elites, and the foils. And for the foils, what did he say? Only like put the, said something like only put the, are you still out there? I'm opening this for Ricardo. Let me still out there. I think he said only put the uniques in a top order. Something like that. Something like that. All right. Yeah, foil and a unique. That's a good start. I got to go full jumpsuit, guys. It's a little chilly. Oh, I actually have one more giveaway to do, too. Almost forgot. All right, guys. All right. I got one more thing for you guys. Now I'm officially an old man. I got the Brahm binder, guys. Good thing I still got the wheel up. Everyone bounced because there's no more giveaways. But there was one. You forgot about the Brahm binder. All right, guys. Give it a good spin. 181 people left. Oh. The security officer's here. He's pumped about the new Trusted Games Marketplace, TGM. Oh, who is it? Oh, Devin Tuck. It was so close to Sutter Cone, who just signed up recently. All right, so Devin Tuck wins the Brahm binder. So we got to go to the cat book. Devin's a good guy, man. He wrote me a very nice letter. I actually found it today as I was cleaning my office. Devin Tuck Brahm binder. He said, Mike, thank you very much for all you do for the community. Something, 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 something. Trust me, it was a beautiful letter. I just can't remember all of it. It was long-winded. It was emotional almost. All right, guys. No more shenanigans. Congrats, Devin. Yeah. All right, guys. Enjoying yourselves tonight? Oh, the Lord of Greed. So someone's poking around about that original painting. It might end up selling that one for Severin. Oh, wait, I got to zoom in. I'm sorry, guys. I got a little flustered. I was like, where did I see this pitchfork recently? And it's Steve used that as his thumbnail. Oh, shit. Dude, this Flame Strike by Pedro. Oh, dude, the painting's so sick. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have a Pedro painting coming up, too. Let me show that. Let me show you guys which Pedro painting is coming up for auction next week. Actually, it's going to be auctioned at the Trusted Games Marketplace. So just, even if you don't want to sign up as a paid seller, it's free to sign up as a buyer. You know, everyone could be part of the marketplace for free. So come sign up. If you want to sell, you're going to be a paid seller because you're going to be vested in the selling. We talked about that ad nauseum earlier, though. So, all right, guys. All right, hang on here. Everybody settle down. Is that even it? Since we're opening Gothic, we have a Curio painting, Desecrate, is coming for auction this week. I'm going to launch this Sunday night. We're going to go Sunday to Friday on this one. So it'll be the first auction. Actually, the Avatar of Earth, this is stretched on canvas board. Stretched on board. See, it's signed by Pedro. The bottom there, 2024, is when he painted this. Can't even see it, it says. Can't even see it. What do you mean you can't see it? Of course you could see it. So I know it's dark. The lighting's kind of weird. I gotta play with it. But look at this. Look at it. It's the Desecrate original painting by Pedro Ferreira. I just did a I got the full story from Pedro and I put it on collectorarthouse.com. On the Curio page at collectorarthouse.com. Check this out, guys. Want to go on? This is what happens on the live shows. We can't get through anything because I'm always doing things. Check this out. Safety officer. Look how clean this is. Agent Paco crushed. Let me see if he let's go to exclusive content and let's see if he updated this. Behind the art. So there's all these filters. Oh, he's making oh, they just keep coming, don't they? All right, so he's reclassifying these so they sort properly. But I did all these behind the art. Oh, I see. He's adding like a picture of the behind the art articles. That's sick. Yeah, there's a lot more, but he's working on setting those up properly. So you go to interviews, articles. Oh, I just did this great article about the most rare cards in Sorcery Contested Realm TCG, and I profiled early development playtest cards, sample. So there's 4 variants of those. The raw development cards. Those are the cards that Eric was playing with Nick Reynolds when the game was first being envisioned. Hey, what's up, Matt? Nice to see you. Paco did an amazing job. We got the Spellcraft cards, which I own most of those, and a few other people in the community at this point. We have the creator-made cards, home printed by Eric Olofsson. So the full set that he gave to Red Zone Rogue, which I now own. I acquired that full set. And there's like 2 other people that we know of that received a set of pre-con decks of those. We believe a set. We don't know if it's a full set or just a few individual cards, but I have a complete set of those. The early development playtest cards by Early Game Designer, so I own all those. Sample cards, which are fairly widespread at this point across the Kickstarter campaign. I've done 30-some breaks on the channel. It's amazing. Go to the live tab on Collector Art House YouTube. Artist proof cards, Curio cards, promo/prize cards, and alpha cards. So you go through this article, and there's like a massive library of data and content. But we came here to go to Sorcery cards, Curio cards, right? So you go to Curio cards, you can look at Alpha, Beta, Arthurian Legends, or Gothic. If I click on the Gothic button, you find the 7 cards, the 7 Curios we found so far in Gothic, and you go to Desecrate, and there you have it. This is the original painting that I'll be offering this week. It's for Pedro Ferreira. So he will get the vast proceeds of the sale, way to support Pedro, and a way for you guys to get this painting safely. Shipped it to me internationally. I now have it in hand. I literally just showed it to you. It'll be up for auction across the 3 platforms. So on the left is the regular core set version. That's what the painting reflects. And on the right is the Curio variant, which has the pentagram removed. So in this article, it talks about how that was done on Unholy Strength during the Satanic Panic era of Magic the Gathering decades ago. So I think this is kind of like a spoof on this, or kind of just like poking some fun at that era, that time in the 90s. And what happened was Eric, or the team, digitally removed the pentagon. So you saw the pentagon was on the original painting, which I just showed. It was digitally removed by Eric and the team. And here are the different concept sketches that he did. So this is the greatest Gothic database archive there is. It has very detailed information just like this for all the different curios. Done a ton of research and historical data mining to get all that data together for you guys. It's a free website, collectorarthouse.com. Very simple. Enjoy it at your leisure. But we got work to do here, boys and girls. I think we have one girl in the chat, so we got to get serious. We got to get serious. All right. Ivan's girlfriend's watching. Got to get serious. Satanic Panic is Marchuka. Butchered his name, man. Butchered it, Dan. You must repent. Oh, Lilith. A lot of people poking around for that painting. That's a great one. All right. So he wants the foils and he wants the rare cards. To the one girl in the chat, we're getting serious. Desdi. Wait, what about Lady Liberty? Is that actually a girl, or is that like one of these guys with the girl names and icons? It's not really a girl. Damn. The Mover of Mountains. Screamer. Gift of the Raven. Nice one. All right, why is it so dark? Why I just bought a new light. This light on the... Hang on a second, guys. I'm going to blow up my face probably if I do this, but let me try to do some pivot action. How's this? Better or worse? This does nothing. Does absolutely nothing. Bought these lights for no reason. Hang on. I'll do one of these, and then I'll do a cross blast pivot. Is that better? Is that actually doing anything? Is it getting brighter on the screen or not? I think this is getting brighter on my dome piece. Which is kind of scary. Yes, I'm a girl. Lady Liberty is indeed a girl. All right. It's reassuring. Where was I with that pack? Was that it? Did I just finish the pack? Why is my dome so hot? Should I shut off this? What if I do this? Is it dark back there? Watch this, guys. You actually want to see these paintings back here? Oh, way too bright. All right, let's go back to blue light. All right, guys. Okay. Oh, damn. Go Bills. We got a guy from Buffalo up in here. Let's go Bills. All right. Oh, the Sphere of Animosity. Didn't people stonk buy out this bad boy for went from $12 to $25 and everybody's rich now? That's what I'm hearing on the tuber channels. Oh, I actually have this painting for sale, the Grief Larvae, if anyone's interested. My dome is at oh, the unique foil. It's the Draconis. We got the Draconis, baby. All right, hang on. Somebody's lights, guys. These things even work? Is this thing on? It's about to be on. You get that? You get that Rex Ryan reference there? Not Desdi. Hey, what's that guy's name? What is that guy's name? Yeah, Juan's amazing. Jez Nemo. Which one's the Buffalo guy? Is this thing on? It's about to be on. You get that reference or not? Tell me if you know that reference. Noble knows it. Noble, who said that? Is this thing on? It's about to be on. Puffy sack? No, that's not right. I don't know what that means. There's ladies present. Puffy sack. Sounds gross. I'm literally disgusted by you right now. All right. Draconian bone kite. It's a freaking bone kite. Zondi. Awesome artist. Down in Australia. Yeah, over there you get some good lighting action. All right. So he said, I think he said like he wanted the unique foils in the top loader. It's probably a $99 card right now, if I had to guess. Is it $99, Noble? Noble knows all the prices. Noble price guide. Draco bone kite. Is a bad word, he said. I'm going to say what he said. It's gross. All right, bone kite with the unique foil. I think that means we'll never get one again in the entire United States, is the rumor. However, I did open one in my last box as well. So, sticker boxes for days. What's that, Mike? Oh, it's a bunch of nonsense that people talk about. Don't worry about it. All right. Tangled Beasts, an elite monster. How about that sphere, guys? Okay, we got a foil. Oh, Consecrate. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, of course, it's an America box. So there's all exceptionals in here. All exceptional foils. You can only get exceptional foils. Ordinary foils, they might as well be uniques. These don't exist in America. But we're going to get those 7 new Curios on the next wave of prints, according to some people. So that is a foil. Amazing artwork by Severin. So interestingly, several pieces in Sorcery for Gothic were licensed from Severin. They're not new for Gothic. I want to make a Dragonlord deck. Yeah. Should do that. All right. River Rapids. You know what? I think Vasily said it's not going to be one of the ones we sell. So that makes me think maybe Eric kept that. Silent Hills. I had to do a double take on that. Thought maybe for a moment it was The Boulevard by Emil Idzikowski. Great artist. Bizarro says, I got the foil Hellstar in my first box. Looks sick. Yeah, man. The foils are amazing in this game. Oh, finally, Kiss of Death. We knew about it since before Alpha. Ooh, the Apostles. Pedro. Yeah, the Apostles, man. So, wait, search your top 7 spells for an angel, summon it, then shuffle. If the Apostles leave the realm, banish the angel. Unique mortals, herald the divine. So we got mortals, and then we have the... It's interesting. You see how they're marching towards the thing? Like opposite angle? There was a Marta Molina card in this set that also did that in that direction. A lot of people want the Chapel Hill original painting. And we're going to be bringing that one to market for sure from Vasily eventually. You just bought the Hellstar OP? That's sick. Who did Hellstar? I can't remember off the cuff. Lucid Dreamers. Beautiful artwork by Elvira. Oh, Accusation. Exceptional. All the exceptional foils. Oh, Pollock? Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's a cool one. Pollock's awesome. It's going to be at Sorcery Con. You guys should come meet him. He's got a lot of cards in Sorcery. So there'll be a lot of signing to do. Yeah, congrats on that painting, man. Yeah, Hellstar. I remember now. It's that one with that, like, monster blob face. Oh! That's a micro, Dan. That's a micro, buddy. Got to ban that card as soon as possible. Hey, Dan, how about that one? No ribbon. Ribbonless frog. Exposed for all to see. The Muddy Pigs. Everybody loves the pigs. Who was gushing about this? Was it oh, it was Heidi Tal, was it Heidi Talifer? Or Elvira Polakowska was. Alan posted this, and I think it was Elvira said she absolutely loved that. Peculiar Port. Amazing artwork by Juan Machuca. It's coming up from Mexico for Sorcery Con. Guy's awesome. Guilty Casual. That's a micro, pal. Oh, look at that. The White Lotus. All right. Arcade of Bones. Seagrave. Amazing artwork. Oh, look at that. The binder. We just gave that away. Leadworks. You know, the Leadworks was not available too, Vasily told me. So I wonder if... oh, you know what? I bet Eric wanted this, and he had fun with this one because it says, an ordinary sight of heavy metal. And heavier air. He loves metal. All right, guys. See what's going on the... Let me see. Yeah, nice. Oh. Oh. So Ed said, Edward Jr. said he's got a big Patreon at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Oh. All right, so he's got a big promotion going for Patreon only, pre-Sorcery Con, he says. So maybe it's Sorcery Con related. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, man. I don't know why I'm talking to myself, but... All right, guys. People are... People are DMing me, and I'm getting distracted. Oh, the Blaze of Glory. So someone asked a question about how this card works in the Sorcery Community Facebook group, like in the last week. And Eric Olofsson, creator of Sorcery, chimed in and answered the question. It was awesome. It's cool to have the team in there helping people out. So the lighting's an absolute bust. I really don't understand what I did wrong. I need a lighting professional to help me out. Lash. Yeah, that's the Machuca, man. Great painting. Seems to be lighting up my face more than the table is the problem. Must be the spatial distancing. Is it the spatial distancing? I might have to put the lights... See, I didn't want them like blasting my face. So I put them to the left and the right. And it's just blowing up my face. I do have this light. Let me see. How's that? Is that better or worse? Is that better? Is that better, guys? Better or worse is the question. All right, let me do like an eye test for you. Hang on. Worse? Better? Kind of washes it out. Hang on. John, I need help with the lighting, man. Is John still out there? Hang on. That? Better? That? So annoying. Just keep saying that over and over again. Oh, God. Good? That's not bad. A or B? A or B? This funny guy, this Noble. This jokester. You see that now? My dome is just getting lit up. I will literally be bald by the end of the show. Oh, shit. I don't know about this light, guys. My face is getting absolutely blitzkrieged. All of the above. Additional light is better. All right. I might go blind. I gotta wear... Where are my sunglasses at? Yeah. Some protection. All right, guys. God. It's a little painful, honestly. Corpse explosion. Damn. Brian Smith. Dude, that is freaky. This one was really cool by Jesse, I thought. Lures, an old painting. Oh, Desecrate! What are the odds? I hit that last week and this week in foil. And the original painting's coming up, guys. Someone's going to own a Curio original painting. There's only 7 of them, so they're going to be hard to get. But amazing Desecrate Curio. I kind of want to be able to see that. Yeah, that blood lighting up is pretty legit. Pretty nice. I like that. I like a nice bloody Desecrate. Interestingly, the Curio removes the blood. It's kind of like what you don't want. So the regular card's actually better. Sunglasses, blast light minus the light multiplied by the UV meter. Yes, we can see the cards now, bro. All right. You notice like how I brought safety to the next level? Safety officer. Oh, drowned. So I got that painting is available from Mikhail Nagy Paul. Got the Quentin Hoover. The townsfolk. Interesting. No Curio gift. All right, guys. No problem. No problem. You hit 2 of those because it's a US box and it's an exceptional. That I agree with. An Elite Seraphim. Noble's pretty funny guy, that guy. Noble, you come to Sorcery Con? Is that Savior painting going to be available? Nah, man. Oh, Savior from... hang on a second. Where's that Savior? I just pulled it, didn't I? There it is. Yeah, Elvira Palakowska. No, that's long sold. Beautiful painting. Yeah, Elvira Palakowska only has a few left. People were super aggressive. Oh, the Tabula Rasa. Dude, I want that painting. Who got it? Who took this one? I wanted that painting. I thought he sold it years ago, and he told me he just sold it a few weeks ago. Silent Hills. I always think that's Emil. Horrible Hybrids. I'm so stoked for Sorcery Con. Yeah, dude. It's going to be friggin' amazing. I think I'm coming to Sorcery Con now. My lady's birthday is the same weekend, but I think she may divorce me and take the kids. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't say that. It actually says same weekend, but I think we may be able to work out a trip that works for both of us. Going to cost me, though. Yeah, so I was basically correct. He'll tell me the details later. I might have said too much. I was right. I was right, though. I detected the truth instantly as I started reading that. Ah, man. People that don't see the chat on the rewatch are going to be like, holy shit, that guy's in trouble. Enduring Faith. That one just sold. Amazing. Oh, the Elite Demon, the cranky overseer. He's upset. The Chapel. Philo Cards, I think, was in trouble for coming on late. It's like the old lady's not going to be happy. It's going to cost me half of everything. It's going to cost me exactly half plus child support. But other than that, it'll be a lot of fun, Mike. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I'll never see my kids again, but at least I'll see Mikhail Nagy Paul. I could rip off this one all day. Mitch UMD. Banned from the old or new marketplace. Did someone get banned? Someone get banned already? We will ban if necessary. The Lord of Destruction. What a freaking name. I love the names of these cards in Gothic. All right, guys. The glasses are kind of helping, but I need like a top shade, you know, from the angular thing. Maybe I'll wear a hat. I'll wear a baseball cap next time to really protect my dome piece. Maybe Tim Fandry actually doesn't want that painting and he'll re-gift it to me. All right, here we go. An elite demon with a disdain for plebs. Love that one. Love it. Not that I have a disdain for plebs. I love a good pleb. This is a great card. I'm getting a nice tan. Right in time for Sorcery Con. Glasses on cause your future is too bright. What does that even mean? Glasses on. Oh, glasses on because your future is too bright. Thank you. There you go. We got the foil and non-foil. Oh, I really want this Brahm painting. But I reached out to Brahm like a while ago, and he told me he doesn't have any paintings for sale. So it was unclear. I was like, what does that mean? Does it mean he doesn't have any paintings? Or he just doesn't want to sell them to me? Spoken plebe. I booked my room for the whole con, but they're sold out of my room for the Wednesday before I couldn't add an extra day. Gonna have to drive overnight and immediately compete that morning. Dude, just stay the extra night, man. What's the price difference? Like $20? You're gonna want to be there like the whole time. You really won't want to cut it short. Don't strain yourself too much. You know? Unless you're gonna have a lot of free time afterwards, like Noble. If you're trying to free the calendar for the rest of your life, Sorcery Con's the right choice. It's going to cost you. But other than that, I sold the Red Mane too. Undead. The Reneless Trueblood. Man, that guy's interesting character. Trueblood. We need some Trueblood cosplay for Sorcery Con. Anybody down for that? That'd be pretty hard. All right, we're in the final sleeve of 3. Yeah, he's on his starter wipe right now. He's gonna take down his next victim at Sorcery Con, he says. Order of the Pale Worm I auctioned like maybe 2 years ago. Was it 2 years? I think it was after Alpha, but certainly before Ethereum Legends. So we got the Mortuary, mismanaged. Drew Tucker makes his first Sorcery Con appearance in Indianapolis next month. So that'll be awesome. I'm bummed I haven't gotten to meet Lindsay yet. Yeah. Well, it's a very long flight for Lindsay. Coming from that southern planet she's on. I don't know, man. Oh, we got a foil. Got a foil. Almost couldn't see it with the shades on. All right, we're down to our usual 40 people or so watching. Everybody blacked out. They're like, Mike, it's Friday night. I got to clean urinals tomorrow, says Jeff Toohey. He'll watch that back tomorrow, and he'll confirm. Look, you see that? Ordinary foil? It's worth like $1,000 because there's no ordinary foils in the United States, is what I'm told. Give or take 1,000. I saw it on the YouTubes. Buyouts. Buyouts, they say. All right. How come the buyouts guy's never in my chat? Where's the buyouts guy supporting the 6K community member milestone? No buyouts guy. Oh, Pilgrim Shrine. Truett. I forgot about this one. I really love that pose with the hands out. What's going on here? An elite site bestows a parting gift. Ward, when a minion leaves here, transfer this site's ward to it. It's a sick painting. I hope he brings that to Sorcery Con. I really like that one. Truett's coming to Sorcery Con, guys. Realm Eater has a turn 2 kill, but if you ring Keithera, Chaos Wish. You can do whatever you want. Foil Ords went to Collector Art House. I got all the foil Ords. Is that what people are calling them now? Ords? Oh, we got the Zeppelin. All right, there's an exceptional. Exceptional theories back. That is blinging up. That is nice. The lighting's a little harsh. Let me see. You guys seeing it good? Looks better on the screen actually now. which is optimal, so you guys can see it good. So it's not on, the foiling is not on the airship, interestingly. Or is it? Oh, it is. You see that? On the symbols on the airship? It's subtle. It's not coming across on camera as well. But around it looks pretty awesome. And also, all of those symbols on the airship. We'll have to get the story on that. Actually, it's pretty awesome with sunglasses on. I hope I didn't mess this up for this guy. I don't want to dig through that haystack. I gotta count out the uniques. Yeah, Juan is sick with his art. Yeah, Juan is amazing. And we're so blessed to have him coming to that's a word I never use in real life. Blessed. Oh, the Red Rocks. I actually just sold this painting as well for Elvira. So that painting is now sold. Beautiful painting. That'll ship out very soon. The Red Rocks. No ribbon. Ribbonless frog. All right, so that's a nice unique. Must be polarized. I don't know, man. I think I got these at LensCrafter or something like that. What's the name of this place? I got to go and get my receipt. Oh! Yeah, the Old Faithful. The alchemical hack. I take a tangent onto my website, but about to die. I actually need food. I do have a water bottle right there. So I gotta read about 1,000 Discord notifications. Red Rock is an interesting card. It is. The Alabaster box. I think someone bought the box, believe it or not. Baptize. That pitchfork keeps coming up because of Steve. Philo cards. You mean you feel warded? Oh my god. This guy's a party animal. All right. Oh, Blightstone. Mikhail. Did you guys know I designed Eclipse? That's the rumor. I heard that. Dude, that Blessed by Truett is sick. So good. The foil on that must be sick. Obviously, you must have done the foiling on the smoke pattern. Oh, this Townsfolk. I remember when that was revealed. That was awesome. Am I on max zoom right now? Is it zoomed enough? I could mess with the what's in the box? What is in the box? Is that what it says on the flavor text? I sold Fields too for ML. AML. Does it say what's in the box on the box? If not, that was an egregious mess. Where's the box? Where is the box? Secondly, what's in it? First, where is it? Second, where is it, guys? You're so stupid. Where is it, though? Oh, it's right there. All right. An elite relic stocked with souls. There's souls in the box. You guys played me. Bastards. All right. We got hemoglobin. Hemogolem, same thing. No foils in this entire box. Not a single foil. Oh, the Sea Witch. Very nice. Hey, Mike. Congrats on the 6K members. Loving the new Gothic set so far. Enjoying my box like a fine wine. Thanks, man. Oh, Dylan, what's up, man? Dylan Mako artwork. Yeah, Dylan Mako is an amazing... Oh, I didn't know you were actually in the Sorcery, dude. Yeah, he's a great artist. Go check out Dylan Mako. He's a great artist, and I hope he is commissioned for Sorcery. That'd be awesome. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't make it to IX this year. I think you said you couldn't make it this year too, so no harm done there, man. Oh, an Elite Device. You should come to Sorcery Con. Iron Maiden, sick. Dylan, where do you actually live, dude? You should come to Sorcery Con in Indianapolis. Let me just count here. All right, elite, unique, elite, Elite. That's a unique, right? No, it's an elite. Elite. That one is spun around. Unique. Elite demon, elite monster, unique armor. Yeah, we hit a streak of like a bunch of uniques early on, I thought. Elite, unique, elite. That's a micro, unique. Elite. Should have been unique. It's worth $1 million at least. Unique, elite, and unique. All right, so there should be 7 uniques. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 uniques? Oh man, we just broke protocol. Are those all uniques for sure? So usually 7. This is a banger box. All right, so 8 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, all right, guys. What did I say? 8? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. All right, good. So I successfully put the 36 cards aside. We hit 8 uniques, and we hit 1 exceptional, ordinary, exceptional, and a unique. All right, so we hit the unique Draconian Bone Kite. 2 ordinaries, because ordinaries are somehow more rare than exceptionals. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exceptionals. 5 exceptionals, 2 ordinaries, and a unique. Pretty solid box, actually. Very good. Plus foil. Gothic has no protocol. That's true. All right, let's do this, guys. So we got the Jonka painting. Tim's going to give that back to me. Appreciate it, Tim. It's messing with you, man. All right, check this out, guys. We're going to check out Dylan Macko on Instagram, guys. There you go. There it is. Check him out on Instagram. Great artist. I forget how I forget how we started talking, man. I think I saw your stuff. Maybe I just talked to you at IX Art Show, or maybe I talked to you. Maybe I noticed you joined the Sorcery community group or something, and then we talked before the show, and then I talked to you at the show very briefly. Where is that? Remember, like you said, I guess I still have that playmat. It's buried in my like stack of playmats over there. This one was pretty sick. I noticed this one recently. I didn't know you did like comic art like this. Thanks again to everyone who stopped by to pick up, check out all the amazing Spider-Man sketch cards by TD Art. Yeah, so he sells his artwork at TD Art Gallery. Another agent type, I believe she is, that works with the artist to offer her stuff. You can contact her at tdartsales@gmail.com. Tatiana, that's what it is, yeah. So she works with a ton of artists offering her stuff, which is great. It's great to see people supporting artists. So that's a real cool Spider-Man he did. Yeah, I remember this one he did a long while back. That's pretty sick. That'd be great for Gothic, man. That'd be so perfect for Gothic. I don't know. Hopefully Eric Olofsson will see this stream. This could have been like, the Headless Haunt. That'd be sick for Headless Haunt. This actually should be Headless Haunt in Sorcery. Jesse Pilgus did an amazing job, but this would be great for it. Do you do like airbrush technique with your paintings? That looks like super smooth and amazingly well done. I don't know if it's just like your brush strokes technique or what, but it looks damn good, man. Love that one. Yeah, he does sick work. There he is. Yeah, he's rocking the shades too. Who's the naked lady, man? Did you get someone to pose for that? Getting the guys excited in the chat. It's well done. All right. Where's that dragon? Yeah, I remember this one from a while back. That one's pretty sick too. This could totally be a Gothic painting. It would have been great for Gothic. Should have been in it. Hopefully Eric discovers your stuff. You should submit your portfolio. Oh, this one was great too. I remember when you were sharing the progress pictures of this one. Are they in here? Oh, there. Oh, no. Little smooch fest. I love the perspective on this one. That's actually pretty sick. Is that you over there chilling? Saying what's going on with Spider-Man stealing my lady? But yeah, this was a really cool one for weren't you commissioned to do this for something? Dylan has created illustrations, designs for tabletop board games, comics, tattoos, and even high-quality Halloween masks. Interesting. For composite effects, CFX masks. He is working as the lead artist for Status. It's hard to read with these sunglasses on, actually. For Status Effect Games LLC, and creating work for his own personal project, the post-apocalyptic world of death metal. This sounds freaking awesome. Looking forward to that, dude. Where's that dragon at? I know I saw it at the IX Art Show. He had it on display, and I think it's still available on tdart.com. Someone should pick it up. I remember showcasing the playmat on the channel, and people were into it. I know you got it in here, man. I'm going to get to it. It's only a matter of time. Maybe I won't get to it. All right. So we got to go to TD Art. What was it? TD Art? Hang on a second. We'll figure this out. TD Art Gallery? Is that it? It was in that post, dude. Hang on a second. I know I've been to the page before because I was looking at the she has some Guardians. TD Art Gallery, was it? Scroll. Wait, let me do this. Watch. TD Art Guardians. CCG. Oh, Art Supply. Is that it? No, that's not it. I'm a freaking mess, guys. What's the name of the site, dude? I'll pay more attention to the chat. Oh yeah, you're from Pittsburgh. Did you say that in the chat? I asked the question, but then I didn't look for the answer in the chat. It was on the Spider-Man post. Here we go. TD Gallery. Yeah, TD Art Gallery. Why didn't that come up? All right, so what you want to do is you go to her site, and then original art. Yeah, here you go. You can find Dylan on here somewhere. I know I've done this before. I actually know what I'm talking about. I just can't see because of sunglasses. Other than that, everything's perfect. All right. It's the Google machine's fault. There we go. All right. So we got Dylan. Did someone buy that dragon painting? Where is it, man? Oh, here it is. Yeah. The Crusade and the Aberrant Beast. Yeah, this painting looks really awesome in person, guys. And he's got some sick playmats with this artwork too. Look at this. I love the wizard guy. I guess is he kind of like hexing or summoning the dragon? I'm not quite sure. It's up to the viewer to decide. That's the beauty of art. But look at this sick painting. It works so good for a playmat. I got it over there somewhere. But his painting is available. $1,800, guys. Giving it away. Oil on board. 19 by 25 inches. It's a nice size painting. Very nice. Yeah, Tatiana Dykes. That's right. Yeah, Pittsburgh. Okay. Yeah, the thing is, guys, you can find Dylan's awesome artwork here, and also Guardian CCG. I'm pretty sure. I don't know why it's not coming up though. Guardians. Maybe let's do Guardians. There you go. Look at all these Guardians paintings. I don't want to tell you which one or two that I've considered many times just buying. But it's on here. And I might have to pull the trigger one of these days. There's no Brahm, though. We need some Brahm paintings on this site. But there you go, man. It's a year of collaboration. Look, here's Don Mites. Yeah, he's a legend, too. You know, Don did the Captain Morgan pirate logo. It's a year of collaboration. Pushing other agents' sites here. Nice following. She has 1,870 followers. How many followers do I have? Not even 1,000 yet. We're going to have some kind of giveaway. Oh, wait, I could probably just click something to get to my own page, right? Let me see if I can figure out how to use Instagram. There you go. Oh, 1,106 posts. I should have celebrated 1,000 posts. I don't know if that's an accomplishment or I'm just a tryhard. But 757 followers. All right. So someday we'll get to 1,000 followers. If you guys want to join my Instagram, oh, look at that. The Trusted Games Marketplace. Yeah. Innovation is coming. Tonight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, everything changes. Yeah, so it's a great new marketplace, guys. All right. Whoa, we went 3.5 hours. I was just trying to go 3 and not a second more, but here we are. Look at just take a look at my Instagram now, real quick. You just scroll down and all you see is like God tier art endlessly. I even have some videos of me talking about things. Andrina, look at this. When I posted Andrina Jardim was coming to Sorcery Con, this is like the most liked post ever on Instagram, or at least my Instagram. What was it, 170 some? It's insane. 173 people liked that post. So everyone's very excited to see Andrina and Brossard. Hey, there's Steve. It's me and Steve with the Death Speaker, Brahm, original painting. And, oh, Noble, you're out? Later, bro. Did he say bye? Oh, see ya, man. I think he wrapped up because he thought it was about to end it. Yeah, but there's Steve anyway, being a gangster at SCG Baltimore. It's a nice page. There's tons of art. Just goes on and on. Artist proofs, alters, original paintings. You're going to see it all here. And, of course, the Collector Art House YouTube. This one looks good. Oh, that's a nice work of art right there. Yeah. Yeah. Did I auction that one? Is that why? 17 weeks ago? Really? I don't know, man. All right, guys. Well, it was a really awesome time. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We had like 80 people at peak. And the whole time we had about 40. And people really hung in there for over 3 hours. So congrats to all the winners of the giveaway. I'll have more playmats and stuff to give away in the future. I got the cat book with all the winners right here. So this is Severn cat book. She does great cat art. And it was a lot of fun. I really appreciate everybody helping us get to the 6,000 member milestone. Here it is, the Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group. Look, 2 more people signed up while we've been airing on the show. The Philosopher's Stone Alpha Artist Proof just sold for $2,000. So congrats to Severn Pino. We're helping great artists in the world. Really do phenomenally well. We have this is a big time auction ending Sunday night. It is the Elemental Avatar of Earth from Alpha. It's at $25,000. We have not hit reserve just yet, but we're actually getting pretty close. We're very close to reserve. There's the original painting behind me. It's an incredible piece. It's super iconic for Sorcery. And someone's going to own one of the grails, one of the 4 big-time grails. Join me. I own the Avatar of Air. You could own the Avatar of Earth. Or you could blow it, and maybe I'll just buy it. Probably not. Someone's going to buy it. But we're at 25,000, and we're closing in on reserve. So someone probably will take it away. So thank you guys all very much for supporting Sorcery, for supporting Collector Art House, for supporting great artists. Enjoy the game. Enjoy Gothic. And please get your tickets for Sorcery Con as soon as possible. It's coming up in February 19th to 22nd. Starts on a Thursday and ends Sunday. I will be coming in Wednesday night and leaving like sometime in the afternoon on Sunday. So I'll be there the whole time. We're going to have after parties with Collector Art House Patreon supporters. We're going to be at the event all day. Thank you guys all for the support. Appreciate you very much. And have a great 2026. Happy New Year, everybody. Take care. See ya.